Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Berglund Center here in Virginia's Blue Ridge, tucked away just behind Mill Mountain and just outside the downtown hubbub. This is Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on the Marksmen Radio Network and Hockey TV. Hi, everybody. I'm Drew Blevins. I'll be alongside with you for this one. It is tenuous moments for both of these two teams, but for very different reasons. For the Fayetteville Marksmen, coming off of a 3-game win streak means that you have a ton of momentum going into tonight's game as the Marksmen look to outpace the Quad City Storm and potentially hop the Pensacola Ice Flyers for what would be the final available playoff spot in the SPHL playoff picture. Meanwhile, for the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs, at one point they were the top dog of the SPHL. No one seemed to be able to catch up against the blue and gold, and then the new year hit. And as call-ups happened and injuries occurred, the Rail Yard Dawgs has steadily fallen off the pace all the way back down to 5th, nearly in 6th place in the SPHL. Dan Bremner has made no bones about it, and he's put his money where his mouth is, getting rid of both Brady Hepner and Dylan Radin, both forwards who have produced for him throughout the course of the year. Garrett Sargis will cue back into the lineup here this evening, along with a couple of rookies for the Dawgs. We'll get more to the rosters in a moment. For head coach Corey Melkert, he understands the importance of this weekend. Not only is it a rivalry contest for these next two, but it's also a chance to set the level of play and give yourself an opportunity to clinch a playoff spot coming back home to take on Quad City next week. That being said, he also knows that this team has had a character issue, and you don't know when which version of the hockey team is going to show up. It has been a hard week of practice at Fort Bragg this week for Corey Melkert, and as he gets to know his team a little bit more, bringing in a couple of fresh faces, he understands laying the hammer down is going to be the way to get this team to strap in and be ready for the two most important games of the season this weekend. We caught up with the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen prior to tonight's game. You'll hear his comments right after these messages. This is Marksmen Hockey.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
We welcome you back to Marksman Pregame. Drew Blevins joined by the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. Coach, those 3 wins racked together, very meaningful. 6 points, now just 1 behind Pensacola. I want to go back to Saturday's game and talk about the gutsiness your team showed playing a heavy defensive game in order to get that win over Pensacola.
Yeah, I mean, I think Saturday was probably one of the most complete games we've played. I think, you know, the style of play we have to play probably isn't the most pretty, you know, but at the end of the day, it's how we have to play to be successful. We have to be in tune defensively. We have to work to get above the puck. we have to be heavy in the O zone and instead of generating a ton off the rush. We got to be willing to hang on to pucks, and we got to be willing to defend. If we're able to do that, I really believe that we can beat anyone, and we're capable of doing that. And I don't say that lightly. On the flip side of that, if we revert back to some bad habits where we're not managing the puck through the neutral zone, we're not playing with a purpose, we're not defending with a purpose, and we get loose, we're arguably one of the worst teams in the league. So there's just such a big discrepancy with this group, and I like the positives from last weekend. I think there's a lot to draw on, but we have to keep it going. It doesn't mean anything if we can't build off it.
Oh, and you took the words right out of my mouth. It's very easy to focus on the accomplishments that you've had and be satisfied with 6 points. But as you've told your team throughout the week, if you lose both here this weekend, there's a chance that not only are you stalling in 8th, but you could end up in 9th place at the end of the weekend.
Yeah, last weekend means nothing if we can't follow it up. And I think, the message all week was we have to follow it up. It just takes, one weekend where you don't have success like we did in Birmingham, and you're right back to where we started. And then on the flip side of that, again, if we come out and we have a good weekend, then, all of a sudden we jump Pensacola. So, for our group, it's just one game at a time. And, I'm stressing that we got to take it period by period, shift by shift, one game at a time, and, build off what we did, but we can't get complacent. We're nowhere near, where we need to be complacent.
It's one of those points in the season as you get closer to the finish line that it's a time where you have to make difficult roster decisions. You waive Vincenzo Renda throughout the course of the week in order to add Carson Vance back. You also sign forward John Monkovich. Let's start with Renda, someone who had played every game for you throughout the course of the season. How difficult is it that of a decision to make to get rid of someone who's been a day in, day out?
Yeah, those decisions aren't easy. At the end of the day, tough decisions have to be made for the betterment of the team and the organization. I think, if we're being honest and we look back through it this year, I don't think this group underachieved, and there was issues in the locker room, and there was issues, with kind of everything. With the young guys coming in, I think it shifted. I think the young guys come in and they push the older guys. And saying that decision wasn't easy, and by no means am I saying he was a part of the problem, but there has to be a shift with our team, and I think hanging on to the young guys that we brought in was important.
And in John Monkovich's case, you get a sizable forward who's going to be able to play that heavy style in the attacking zone. What was it that you liked about him when you were looking at him and the Utica Pios on film?
Yeah, obviously coming from one of the best Division III programs in the country, obviously very well coached. I think a lot of it when you're looking at college players, you look at the program and how they're coached and the culture. In Utica's goes to the tournament every year. They're extremely well coached, and John, he plays a heavy game. He's a big guy that can skate well, and I kind of touched on it earlier. For us to have success the way this team is, that's the style we have to play. And again, it's not that pretty, but getting pucks behind opponents' D and working down low and working below the goal line and managing the puck is important. I think he's someone that can bring that. So he'll get his chance tomorrow, and we'll see how he does.
Last one before I let you go. You've adopted the mantra, I've seen it on your roster sheets and on the board, the most desperate team in hockey. In your own words, what does that mean, and how has the team kind of adopted that mantra and motto? Yeah,
we just have to be ready to go. We are the most desperate team in this league, and when we play desperate, we're a really good hockey team. Last weekend, it was the best hockey we've played, and honestly, if we can play like that, we're going to win 80% of our games. But like I said, this group's very finicky. They can go one way or the other very quickly. So for us, the desperation just has to be there day in and day out. And for us, a lot of it does start in practice. And the last 2 weeks of practice has been our best 2 weeks of the year in terms of practicing. So the desperation is daily for us. It's just not on game days.
Corey, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
He's the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. We'll be right back with more Marksman pregame right after this.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world. of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Welcome back inside Berglund Center. Drew Blevins alongside you. The Fayetteville Marksmen preparing to take on the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs for the 13th time this season. Roanoke has won 7 of the 13 meetings between the two teams. Important to recognize that fact tonight, and here's the reason why. The Fayetteville Marksmen need to win both of these games to extend the tiebreaker to its second leg should these two teams lock up in points percentage. Now, granted, we're talking a long way down the road. The schedule certainly seems like the Rail Yard Dawgs are going to be able to get a couple of wins down the stretch, and that would allow them to hop over the Marksmen in terms of points percentage. But in this rivalry contest, there's a lot of pride on the line, and for the Marksmen to come away with a 7-7 split against the Rail Yard Dawgs, especially knowing how good this Roanoke group was at the beginning of the season, it's going to become increasingly more meaningful. And as Corey Melkert said, you do not want to lose momentum tonight. You want to keep building on it, trying to extend the win streak to 4 and then 5 games. And we'll see if that is in the deck of cards tonight for this Fayetteville Marksman group. Let's go ahead and have a look at how both of these teams are going to line up. For the Marksmen, they're carding every single player that they have with them, and there are 3 scratches in the stands tonight. It is a full roster of 21, and you're going, whoa, Drew, wait a minute, aren't you only allowed 19 active players? That's 19 active, signed, full contract players. Alex LaPlante and John Monkovich are both on professional tryouts. The Marksmen have no PTOs left throughout the rest of the season. It'll be a full player contract or bust, as they have used all of their allotted PTOs for the season. Monkovich will be out of the lineup tonight. He's expected to make his pro debut tomorrow. Alex LaPlante also out of the lineup this evening. Wouldn't surprise me to see him go in if things go south tonight. He's been such a good, skilled player for the Marksmen, but this will be the 3rd straight game that he's been ousted from the lineup here this evening. Ryan Leith is the odd man out on the blue line. That'll send Nick Parity back into the lineup for the Marksmen. For the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, Stephen Alvo was placed on the 21-day IR prior to tonight's contest. He's out. That means the rookie defenseman Billy Roche is coming in. Roche had seen just a little bit of action in Evansville earlier this season. He'll go into the lineup along with Alex DiCarlo, the rookie who was signed earlier this week after the Dylan Radin move. Out on a suspension is Nick DeVito. It's only a one-game suspension stemming from an altercation last Saturday against Knoxville. And the odd man out of the lineup tonight is Chris Vella. Goaltending matchup is going to be a really, really good one tonight. Michael Herringer will go back into the net for the Fayetteville Marksmen. A .966 save percentage in now 3 appearances for this Fayetteville group and a .099 goals against average. He has been a godsend into the net for Corey Melkert and company. And on the other side, it's been Austin Rodebush, who at one point was a shoo-in for SPHL Goaltender of the Year, and now I'm just not so sure. Things have started to tick downward for Rodebush, but he's played very well against the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll see if he can capture the magic coming into tonight's game. We'll be right back after these messages to give you our keys to victory. This is Marksman Hockey. Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Welcome back to Roanoke, Virginia. Drew Blevins alongside you. Time to give you our keys to tonight's hockey game. We'll start things off with the visiting Fayetteville Marksmen. The number one key, as it is every single time you play against this Roanoke Rail Yard Dog group, stay above the puck. This is a team that likes to send slashers through the neutral zone. They will try to beat you on the perimeter. Your defensemen have to stay above the puck. Anything that gets behind you becomes an opportunity for this Rail Yard Dog group, and you simply cannot let that happen tonight. You've also got to be a team that does not accept moral victories. Playing well is awesome. Having a good effort is great. It's not time for that. It's time to start collecting games in two-point fashion every single time that you go out onto the ice. That's the desperation level that the Fayetteville Marksmen are at right now. That's what it's going to take to get the job done here tonight. A take-no-prisoners mentality. For the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, it's about playing your game in front of a really good Friday night crowd here in Roanoke. That means you're going to want to be physical. You're going to want to play heavy. You're going to want to slow the pace down and then try to spring a rush. Get slashers going into the attacking zone. Use the corners. Use your game to your advantage because so far it has matched up very well against this Fayetteville Marksman group. And the other thing is you're going to have to be frustrating tonight. This is a Marksman team that isn't particularly physical. They have some tough customers on their roster, but you want to be a team that is going to frustrate your opponent tonight because even if it doesn't result in a win, it's an opportunity to send a message going into tomorrow night's game. That'll do it for us for Marksman pregame. Puck drop between the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs and the Fayetteville Marksmen is next.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
but really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
A hearty hello and welcome to you inside Virginia's Berglund Center, tucked away in the Blue Ridge Mountains. We welcome you to another edition of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey. Tonight, the Fayetteville Marksmen renew their rivalry with the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs. Big-time games, the both of them this weekend for both of these two teams. It has been 43 days since these two teams last saw each other. A 4-3 thrilling victory that the Fayetteville Marksmen took over the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs during their school day game promotion. But it wasn't a game that sounds like it was not a game that is as close as the 4-3 sounds like. The Marksmen rushed out to a 4-0 lead and then gave up 3 unanswered in the third period en route to a dogfight of a 4-3 victory. Connor O'Brien was a stalwart in net that day, earning the victory for the Marksmen. Fayetteville will be in their traditional road white uniforms, black breezers, white socks, black numericals. The Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs in their traditional blues, blue breezers, blue socks, and white numericals on the back. For Corey Melkert and company, he is starting his third line of Shane Bednard, centering between Nick Mangone and Tanner Nagel. Matt Arugio and Andrew Lane will be on the blue line. Mike Herringer gets the start in net. Meanwhile, for the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs, it is Matt O'Day and Brendan Pepe who will man the blue line. Alex DiCarlo, the rookie, in the starting lineup with Billy Vizzo and Mac Jansen, with Austin Rodebush in net for the Rail Yard Dawgs. Mark Duncan is our referee tonight. Duncan was manning the stripes for the last Marksman game. Their rebrand night is the Cape Fear Catfish, a 2-0 win over Pensacola last Saturday night. We are rocking and raring to go here from Virginia's Blue Ridge. The puck is dropped. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one as off we go. Rivalry Friday night hockey from Berglund Center. Marksmen are into their attacking zone quickly, but Matt O'Day will steal the puck away, and he'll look to push it up ice. Bednard sweeping at it and is able to push it off to Tanner Nagel. He'll leave things off for Parody, who slides it across for a slapper from Vance that's patted away by Rodebush, who's drawn way out of his net, almost in the trapezoid to cover the puck. And let's go ahead and talk about tonight's starting netminder. Austin Rodebush is the SPHL leader in wins. He's been the workhorse for Dan Bremner and company. He has earned 5 of the 7 against the Marksmen this year. Mike Herringer, one of the best starts to a professional career you will ever see. A .966 save percentage in 3 appearances. Went nearly 6 full periods of hockey without giving up a goal. Earned his first pro win the school day game last Thursday and followed it up with a win at his first pro start. This shot from Arugio hits the far side post and just does stay out. Marksman nearly had the lead from the hop. So now Fayetteville will head back and play defense as the Rail Yard Dawgs will dump it in. On the near side boards, this is CJ Valerian, who will send it into the near side corner. CJ Stubbs pulls away with it here. Stubbs is watched closely by Arugio, who will edge him away from the puck. Matt McNair unable to get it out. Taylor McCloy digging for it, and they do just to the point, though. A long wrist shot from Roshan Jaswal is knocked away by Mike Herringer. We'll talk more about Jaswal throughout the course of this game. D3 product out of St. Olaf, and he'll head back and chase the puck here. This will be icing against the Marksmen. 18:43 to go in the first period. Jaswal's been a little bit of a minor league hockey journeyman over the past couple of years. Started out with the Carolina Thunderbirds and the Danbury Hat-Tricks in the Federal League, then spent most of the year in Greenville in the ECHL last season. Was unable to stick this year and finds himself bouncing around from Macon to Evansville and now to Roanoke, where ostensibly he's going to end the year. Josh Nenadal will take the draw against McNair. McNair wins it cleanly to Matt Arugio, the rookie defenseman out of Plattsburgh. Andrew Lane sends to Drake Glover. That puck did not make it out. Vizzo's centering pass through the skates of Lavallee. Jason Lavallee onto the puck, backhands to Nenadal as he comes together with Matt McNair. McNair kicks the puck up to his stick, up the far side boards. It's not out as Billy Vizzo tries to pull Hewitt ahead. Jason Lavallee holding the zone here with his skates as he lost his stick. It is clubbed back out beyond center, but the Rail Yard Dogs will have possession. Up the near side wing, and then a cross-ice pass will be to Billy Roche as he'll find Josh Nenadal. Nenadal ahead of the red line, shot it off of Lavallee, his own man, and this is going to take an awkward Cairn back behind the net, and Carter Shinkarik breaks it out. To Jack Patterson, who had a pair of goals and 3 assists last weekend. He was Corey Melkert's nomination for SPHL Player of the Week before the league office decided it was the 2 goaltenders who deserved the award, Connor O'Brien and Michael Herringer, who had outstanding performances. Up the near side boards, Alger overskates the puck, so Brendan Pepe will send it to the far side boards. Roanoke struggling to hold possession. This is dumped in and kicked away by Herringer. Back on the near side boards, Alex DiCarlo cues it up for Mac Jansen. Jansen comes together with his man as the Rail Yard Dogs have the puck in the near side corner. It's the captain, Jansen. Wraps around for a one-timer chance from O'Day. It's fanned on, and this may be a 2-on-1 for the Marksmen. Up ice they go with Patterson driving the net. Connor Fries knocked off his feet by a back-checking Mac Jansen. Into the near side corner now. This will be Carson Vance pinching. Plays behind the net looking for Dalton Hunter. Hunter, the product of Mercyhurst University, was at one time teammates with Taylor Best, who was a marksman last season. Hunter takes the puck in his chest, gives to Bednar, who will push up to Nick Parody out of Canisius. Parody, walking, fires a rising wrist shot that misses the net, but Mangone has it below the goal line. Nick Mangone, 16 goals on the year. Rotates, pulls the trigger, the shot blocked. Now a battle in front, and the Marksmen win it. It's pulled free by Hunter, who will find Parody. Nearly set up a one-timer as Vance now sends a low wrist shot just wide of Rodebush. The Rail Yard Dogs try to cue it out, and they can't. Dumped right back in by Nick Parody. 2-man pressure by the Marksmen. This is sent up the far boards. Vance has it at the red line, far side boards. Gives to Nick Parody, who will fire this in. A little two-hopper over the goal line. It'll be taken by the Rail Yard Dogs. This is Alex DiCarlo. Up ice for Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Speedy Latvian. Marcinkiewicz shoots. Good stop made by Herringer. Drake Glover cleans up the rebound, only to the point though, not out. Hunter sweeping at it, couldn't get it out for himself. Now Roshan Jaswal turns and fires. His shot blocked by Nick Ford. Arugio gets it ahead to Hunter, who sends it out. This puck's got to stop and throw on the brakes. Icing is waved. It was tipped at the far side boards as it is waved by Ryan Solkeld, who is one of our linesmen here tonight. On the near side boards, the Marksmen slam it back out. That line is held by C.J. Valerian. Not for very long, though, as the Marksmen will be able to send it back beyond the red line. That's Roche, who will feed the far side wing and Valerian. Headman pass to Marcinkiewicz, who will turn at the red line with it. Marcinkiewicz drops it back to the point. It'll be Roche handling along his own blue line before he'll alleviate the pressure to Jared Vroman. Vroman, arguably the most defensive defenseman for this Roanoke Rail Yard Dog group. And he's going to eat up a good chunk of minutes here tonight and tomorrow. Nenadal mishandles the puck, and the Marksman will take it. Connor Fries has a man driving the net, gives to Alger on the backhand. The puck rolled on him, and he pitchforks it well high of the net. Out of the point, Shinkarik. A shot in and out of the glove of Rodebush, who's looked rather uncomfortable to start this game. Marksmen are all over this, but are unable to hold the line. Alger coming back to it, spits it up through the middle of the rink, and it'll be taken by Billy Roche. 14:45 to go in the first period. Marksmen have owned time of possession, but they only have one shot on net. Herringer is going to wrist it around the near side glass as he'll start things up for Mangone, who took a cold shoulder from Garrett Sargis in just his second shift back in SPHL hockey in 11 months. Mangone clubs it back behind the net below the goal line. Brendan Pepe passes around Bednard as he'll find Jansen. Jansen tried to shoot it up through the middle to DiCarlo, who was unable to find the puck, and the Marksman will dump it right back in. Tanner Nagel roughed up by Mac Jansen. as Brendan Pepe will leave it off for O'Day. O'Day to the near side wing to Carlo. Headmans as he was looking for Jansen. He gets dropped from behind by Nagel. Good job by Tanner Nagel to catch and hold up not to take a penalty from the check that was laid from behind. It bounces in on to Herringer, who feeds it out to the far side wing. It'll be Carson Vance to start things up. To McCloy, and now McNair rolls it around the kick plate to the far corner. It's the defenseman Parody who's pinching to hold the zone. Not for very long, though, as the Rail Yard Dogs are back out. Brought in by Marcin Kavics, who lost his footing as Carson Vance. Good body positioning, didn't allow any movement here. Good hit on C.J. Stubbs to knock it free. Ford had his stick lifted by McCloy as the Marksmen have numbers on the puck. They lost it. Marcin Kavics deking, trying to find the puck. It's on edge to the point. A one-timer misses wide to the near side post. C.J. Valerian back to the far wing. It's Jaswal. Cues it up. He shoots. And it's stopped and held on to by Herringer. And he'll get a pause with 13:08 to go in this first period. We've got a good one brewing here in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Still scoreless nearing the halfway point of this first period.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome back to Berglund Center. Drew Blevins with you in the broadcast booth. The Fayetteville Marksmen looking for their second straight win against the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs. Keep in mind, this was a rivalry that was dominated by the Marksmen last year. They won 11 of the 17 matchups between these two teams. And at the end of the year, the Rail Yard Dogs were starting to hit their stride, and the Marksmen cut them off on the way into the playoffs, cemented them into the 8th seed. And this year hasn't quite been topsy-turvy with only 14 meetings. But the Rail Yard Dogs have nipped the Marksmen a couple times. Patterson leads Alger as the puck was swept away from him by Jaswal. A good stick lift behind the net. That's Stubbs, who will start things off to Marcin Kavics up the far boards. Back for C.J. Stubbs, pushes to the near wing. Ford is into the attacking zone. Nick Ford banging bodies back behind the net with Alger, who comes away with the puck. Alger, also a product of Canisius. Golden Griffins made the NCAA hockey tournament, but were unable to slip by the number 1 seed Minnesota. Had a lead twice in that game, though. Up to the far side wing, this puck takes an awkward bounce and is well out beyond center. Andrew Lane will be the one to track it down. Lane to Patterson, looking up ice. It's intercepted, and Herringer is going to calmly receive this one. This will be icing as he opted not to touch it. And we'll get a pause, 12:21 to go in the first period. Interestingly enough, I have not seen Spencer Kennedy to this point for Dan Bremner. Knowing just how depleted the Rail Yard Dog offense has been, you would think that you're going to want to go full bore on the attack. Kennedy is 6'6" forward, known for his tomfoolery more so than anything else, as he was the one who began the scuffle with Rex Moe. Long shot from the point, kicked away by Herringer, who was barely able to track it down through traffic. Dumped back down the length of the ice by the Marksmen, and this will be icing with 12:02 to go in the first period. Face-off will come right back down to Herringer's end. Face-off is one to the glove side of Herringer, and Carter Shinkarik will be the one to track it down. Feeds the far side boards. The Marksmen are out. Mangone at the red line, shoots it down the far boards, and Shane Bednard is the first in. Survives contact as the puck just does slip free of his stick. This is Jason Lavalley with it. Lavalley will give to Nenadal as he'll start it up to Vizzo. Billy Vizzo works to the near side boards, gives to the last man driving, who was Jansen. The pass was blocked as Jansen finishes his hit on Jarrett Cupp. Cupp with enough backspin to prevent icing with 11.5 to go in the first period. Still scoreless between Roanoke and Fayetteville. Drake Glover upends Sargis, who I think stepped on the puck and lost his footing. And we're going to get a pause here, and I think that's offside of the Marksmen. And that is the case. So the whistle will stop play as the Marksmen are offside. And the draw will occur right in front of the Roanoke penalty box. Unoccupied, of course, as no ink on the score sheet to this point. This dump in hits a stanchion behind the net and is pinned on the back side of the cage, and we'll get a whistle, and the face-off should stay in the Marksmen attacking end. 11:06 to go in this first period. Rail Yard Dogs are out-shooting the Marksmen 5-1 to this point. And you understand as a Marksman fan that this isn't a Corey Melker group that's necessarily going to hammer you for 40 shots a game like Birmingham. Roanoke has outshot their opponents. They give up very, very few throughout the course of the game, but you heard him in his pregame comments talk about this team has to play heavy and maybe a little bit slower in the attacking zone to generate their most meaningful chances. There's a miscommunication, but McNair's going to recover on the error. McNair gives it off to Drake Glover, feeds it up to the point. Here's Araujo walking. Stick handles, he shoots. Tied up in the skates of C.J. Stubbs. Stubbs can't find it, but Brendan Pepe can. He's going to work it out of the traffic behind the net to O'Day. O'Day is going to stand right behind Austin Rodebush with 10.5 minutes to go in this first period and started up to Ford down the far boards. Intercepted, and Glover feeds for McNair. It rolls off the heel of his stick, so no icing. But the Marksman could not find zone entry. Good forecheck here by Dalton Hunter. Provides some pressure and moved it to the goal crease where Austin Rodebush will pounce on top of the puck and stop play with 10:14 left in the first period. Had the chance to speak with Dalton Hunter prior to today's game and the bus departing for Roanoke. Well-spoken, soft-spoken young man. Said he was really enjoying being in North Carolina just as the weather was starting to get nice, and you get out of the Pennsylvania winter up there near Lake Erie and Mercyhurst University and find yourself coming to 75 and sunny in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Enjoy it, young man, as this is offside against Roanoke on the zone entry. As many of you Fayetteville natives will understand, you enjoy the warm weather now because here in about 2 weeks, everything's going to turn a lovely shade of lime green with pollen, and then you get the humidity. Still no better place to be, though. It's a face-off won by the Marksmen. You heard the howls from the crowd who were lamenting the offside call, as the Marksmen will dump it in and chase for themselves here. Good defensive play made by C.J. Valerian. Up ice looking for Lavallee, who could not catch up to the puck, so it's a reset to Valerian near his own face-off circles. A headman pass to Lavallee. Has the puck through contact, and a good play made getting back by Connor Fries, who knocked Lavallee off the puck. Now Fries blocks the pass intended for Lavallee as Lavallee goes crashing for the puck, drops his man. The Marksmen have it on the near boards. Alger slides ahead to Fries, hits Hunter down the near side boards. Hunter mishandles as the puck will bounce right back up. Carson Vance has it and will feed the far side wing. That's parity. Up to Mangone, who will dump it in. Line change coming for the Marksmen. You may notice some really awkward bounces in this game, and it's occurring to me halfway through the first period just how important this may end up being. The NCAA D3 Wrestling Championships were at Berglund Center last weekend, as this puck will be melted by Mike Herringer. The ice is abnormally low here in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's difficult to freeze with the weather heating up. We're halfway through the first period at Berglund Center. Scoreless between the Rail Yard Dogs and the Marksmen. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Welcome back to Berglund Center. Drew Blevins in the broadcast booth with you. The Fayetteville Marksmen tangling up with their rival, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs. Always fun when these two teams get together. Seems to be always memorable. And I go back, and I was speaking with the play-by-play voice of the Rail Yard Dawgs, Mitch Stewart, and we were kind of counting the memories from some overtime wins at the end of last year to the two-period game that the Marksmen took the bonus point into the shootout, to the overtime loss on one of the worst penalty calls that you're ever going to see in December that the Marksmen were victimized by. And we'll see what memories that we are able to bring you here this weekend. Driven in by DeVito. This is going to be a penalty against the Marksmen as Herringer will swallow the puck. It'll be a holding call against Fayetteville with 8:34 to go in the first period. And the guilty party is Shane Bednard. So a holding call against Bednard as he was up and into DeVito. And the Marksman penalty kill will go to work. Penalty kill operating at 80.3% on the season. That's top 4 in the league. Meanwhile, the Roanoke power play has been very on or very off. 17% is right around the median, if not slightly lower. In front, a rolling puck wide of the near side post, and that is 9th place on the power play for the Rail Yard Dawgs. Mangone with a good pass block. Here's a chance in front. Ford. Rister scores, but it's waved off. It'll be goaltender interference on Nenadal as he railroaded Mike Herringer in front. And now we've got to keep an eye on Herringer. Mark Dungan was all over it from the start as Herringer had a big blue bully in his lap. And I'd imagine you're going to get a replay here from the Rail Yard Dog TV crew at some point. Yep, right there. And that's plain as day. Nenadal has to do more to hold up here. He's unengaged. Yep, that's goaltender interference. Textbook definition of it. And good on Mark Dungan for having that from the outset. Although you look at the second and third angle, Herringer's diving across, anticipating the shot, but it's when Nenadal is on top of his blocker side leg. Herringer's all the way in the crease. You cannot contact the goaltender there. That's the right call. Stumped into the far side corner. Power play will continue, at least for the next minute and 15 seconds. As the Rail Yard Dog crowd will serenade Mark Dungan and crew. Take the puck in the far corner. Here's a chance in front, swept out of harm's way by Jarrett Cupp as Herringer sealed at the far post. O'Day to the near side wing, just at the top of the circle is Ford. Now to O'Day, he'll push to Jansen. His one-timer kicked away by Herringer. A good reaction save getting across for Jansen. A smart shot to go against the grain. Jansen now lays it up ice for Matt O'Day. He'll give to Ford. Ford walks. He can shoot from there, and he does. It's off the stick of McNair and out of play. That's where Nick Ford is at his most dangerous. He doesn't have the same jump and speed that he did last season, but when you give him those 10 to 15 feet worth of space and he can load it up, that's when he's at his most dangerous. 7:12 to go first period, 39 seconds to go on the minor penalty to Bednard. This will be raked up to the near side boards. Marcin Kavics walks in and backs it to Pepe, who stands at the middle blue line. Cross ice pass is Pepe now. Will let it go. He just missed wide of the far side post. It's a shooting gallery for the Rail Yard Dawgs as they try to dial it in. Marcin Kavics pressured on the near side wing by Nick Mangone as Mangone crashing with Lane. Got the puck out, but Pepe holds the line near blue line. Across for a one-timer. Michael Herringer throws up the glove and makes the save on the one-timer from Billy Vizzo at the far side circle. And we remain scoreless. Well, Mike Herringer has come in, and with Jason Pulaski waiting in the wings, and I spoke with Pulaski throughout the week, he really wanted to be here for these games and just a born competitor. And you love that type of attitude, especially when you've got a guy grinding to get back into the game. I think Herringer is going to provide a lot of heat and make the decision difficult on Melkert. He blockers this shot from Marcin Kavics away. You also have Connor O'Brien coming off of his second pro shutout. You do wonder what Melkert is going to think of the decision he's going to have to make, as Herringer will take the bouncing puck between his legs and freeze it as Bednard comes out of the box. We go back to even strength with 6:20 to go in the first period. I'm sure Jason Pulaski, though, is dialed in on this hockey game, but knowing him as an Omaha, Nebraska native, I'm sure there is a second screen somewhere in the Pulaski household that is also going to have Creighton Blue Jay basketball on the TV, because Creighton is going for the school's first Elite Eight appearance this evening, taking on the Princeton Tigers, who have been Destiny's darling in this year's NCAA tournament. Jack Patterson spins away from Billy Vizzo as a hard hit is delivered to the back of Jarrett Kopp. You'll hear from Patterson during our first period intermission interview coming up here in a handful of moments. Marksmen have it along their own blue line. A pass ricochets off of Fries' skate. This is Alger. Sets up Patterson down the near boards as the Marksmen are back into attacking ice after surviving the Bednard minor. Puck is pinned on the near side half wall. Alger battles to get it to Jarrett Kopp. He walks and shoots! Tipped on the way through, wide of the near side post, as that was a good change in direction of about 50 degrees. Now a chance for Garrett Sargent. Pirouettes and backhands, and Herringer seals it. I think that shot was going wide, but a good eye by Herringer to be prepared for the veteran's move. Alger will dump it in as Rodebush stops it in the trapezoid. 5:10 left in the first period. According to the statisticians here in Roanoke, the Rail Yard Dogs are out-shooting the Marksmen 15-1 in this first period. This is a bad turnover, but a good recovery by Vance. Bednard ahead to Nagel. Tanner Nagel pitches it off the near side boards. Dalton Hunter has a beat on it. Icing is waved. Hunter on the back of O'Day, and he will find his defensive partner, who's Brendan Pepe. Pepe walks off the far side post. And now it's Alex DiCarlo down the near wing. DiCarlo back for Ford. A cross-ice pass is taken away by Bednard. He'll give to Nagel, who pitches up ice, looking for Dalton Hunter, who was unable to catch up to the puck. Marksmen searching for that same pace of play they had in the first 5 minutes. It has not come easily. Glover bounces it off the far boards. This may be an opportunity. Matt McNair drives down the near wing, centers for Glover, who shoots. It's off the stick of Roshan Jaswal, high up in the air and out of play. 4 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the first period. Marksman penalty kill survives as we remain scoreless.
Yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Well, it's a quick breath of air here for the Fayetteville Marksmen, and things have not been going their way early. They have struggled mightily to find the momentum they had before the Bednard minor penalty, and they killed it. Josh Nenadal committing goaltender interference on Herringer. So he stays scoreless. To the midpoint, Shinkarik walks. His shot is blocked by Jason Lavallee. Lavallee will play it up ice to Billy Vizzo, who will track it down. A sandwiching collision at the far boards on Jarrett Kopp. This is Shinkarik. Leaves it off for Kopp in the near side corner. And Kopp will send it up ice to Dalton Hunter. Mangone braces for contact as he's tackled by Nenadal. Those two slow to get up as Nenadal adjusts his helmet. I think he may have gotten caught awkwardly. Back up and moving down the near boards. Nenadal's going to cut across the ice and get off on a change with 3.5 to go in the first period. This is Alex DiCarlo, who's eaten a good chunk of ice time early. He is crunched by Jarrett Kopp. Good collision by the veteran defenseman. Over 200 games in the league now. over 100 of them with the Marksmen. Sargis shoots. It's off the skates of Cup, and now the Marksmen have a 2-on-2 rush. McCloy to McNair, and the Adrian boys are offside with 3:09 to go in the first period. Congratulations to Adrian College in a thriller of a D3 semifinal. They take down the University of New England Nor'easters 8-7. But the amount of scoring runs and lead changes are just second to none in that hockey game, and you can only hope that the Endicott and Hobart semifinal is going to be just as good as this puck rolls to Rotobush and Hill Melton. Statesman in the goals will cue it up here, and for the Fayetteville Marksmen, most likely pulling for Endicott, as that's where Connor O'Brien played his college hockey. No representatives of Hobart on this Marksman roster, but have you seen the logo, the Statesman logo with the purple and the orange and the Colonial Statesman? That's got to be one of the best in Division III hockey, if I do say so myself. And the Nor'easter, very good as well. South of 3 minutes left in this first period. Still scoreless. It is a shot discrepancy of 15-2. And Corey Melkert is perched up on the bench with his arms folded across his chest. And I would imagine the Marksmen are going to be happy just to get off to the intermission at a scoreless tie. Centering pass rolls by DeVito. It'll be McNair to pick it up. He's got McCloy. Marksmen are onside. The trailer is Glover. Glover shoots. Big stop by Rotobush, and the rebound is swept just wide. Good opportunity for the Marksmen as Drake Glover, team leader in goals, was looking for number 19. Back up the near side boards. McNair reaching after it. Pepe beats him to it. This will be Marcin Kavics at center ice. Marcin Kavics to Pepe. Shoots it in off the backside of McNair. Bounces to Marcin Kavics. Dominic's Marcin Kavics centering. Austin Alger watching him. We'll call that the featherweight matchup of the night, as both of them are well south of 6 foot. Near side boards. This is rimmed up and out of play. That hit the glass. So that will be a deflection, and the face-off is going to stay down in Michael Herringer's end with 1:54 to go in the first period. Coming up during our first period intermission report, we will recap the action for you. We invite you to go back and watch that Roanoke power play, as we will have the discussion on why that is goaltender interference against Josh Nenadal. And that is Mark Dungan having a conversation with the general manager of the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs. And I'm not sure what is going on here. It looks like there may be an issue with one of the inside panes of glass. And we may be in for a slight delay here. So we'll see what comes of this. Nope, looks like we're going to be all ready to go, as Mickey Gray seems satisfied. Good job on Mickey being all over that too, along with, I believe, one of the Roanoke team photographers. There's a hard collision behind the net. This is a tie-up. Fries is in a shoving match on top of his man. That's Spencer Kennedy. Kennedy throws over the linesman as Kennedy is going after Fries. Oh, there's Spencer Kennedy. First shift to the game, locking up with the New Englander Connor Fries, and I believe they're both going to head to the box for this. Kennedy shocked that Connor Fries, 7 inches shorter, caught him and dropped him, and Kennedy threw a skate up like he was bear hugging Connor Fries. And that's a dangerous play. And I don't think anybody else caught that. And it's not that that's necessarily a penalty, but Spencer Kennedy, back almost a month ago now, slew-footed Knoxville's Rex Moe. And that started an altercation to end all altercations. Mo chased Kennedy in to the Roanoke bench, and 9 suspended players later, the Knoxville Ice Bears and the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs have carved up a nice, nasty rivalry. I think Dan Bremner also understands that he's looking for a spark in a good final, now 101 seconds. And this may be an extra minor against Kennedy. And that's what it's going to be. So Kennedy is going to get a bonus penalty here. And that's going to send the Marksman power play to work for the first time in this game. St. Peter Pest Control power play operates at 22.6%. That's 4th in the SPHL. And Mickey Gray is back out on the ice with Mark Dungan here. And we may get a pause for this glass issue after all. Mark Dungan saying wait and wait and wait, and Jason Lavalley is going to go serve the extra minor. So those penalties will come 18 minutes and 19 seconds into the first period. Connor Fries remains in the Marksman penalty box. So I'm guessing those are offsetting roughings. And now Ian Roberts and Dan Bremner getting the explanation from Mark Dungan. Bremner, former tough guy here in the SPHL. And he is lamenting this call hard. But and I think Mark Dungan's right here. It's not the initial collision, and there are no punches thrown if Kennedy lets Fries get up. So it's going to be a holding minor, I'd imagine here. And that's what you cannot bear hug a guy with your arms and your legs and go on. And I think we are, what are we doing? I think we're going to go off for an intermission break here as that pane of glass in the near side corner gets worked out. And Mark Dungan's relaying that to the scorers as well. And Mac Jansen and Taylor McCloy stand at the top of the referee's semicircle. This is going to favor the Fayetteville Marksmen, though, because you're going to get to go off and regroup for your next 2 minutes of play. If I understand the rules right, and the fine folks here in Roanoke do an unbelievable job of relaying the rules on these weird situations, I think you're going to play 1 minute and 41 seconds of the first period. The buzzer will sound. You'll get a minute just like you'd be going into overtime, and then you're going to be able to go into the second period. But for the Fayetteville Marksmen, it's going to be a power play with fresh ice. So we're going to take our intermission break with 1 minute and 41 seconds to go in the first period as a new pane of glass is needed at the near side boards near where the Marksmen enter. So not officially through the first period of play yet, but we'll go ahead and bring you back to our first period intermission report after these messages. This is Marksman Hockey.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Well, if it's not one thing, it's another in this rivalry, and it is a strange end to the period as the Fayetteville Marksmen technically have 1 minute and 41 seconds remaining in the first period of play. And I have just confirmed with Chris Arnold, one of the off-ice officials here, what is going to happen is there will be 1 minute and 41 seconds put back on the clock. The Marksmen will play that out, beginning the power play stemming from the bonus Spencer Kennedy roughing penalty. So he'll go to the box for 2 minutes. Jason Lavallee is going to serve that penalty. But after 1 minute and 41 seconds, the green light's going to go on, the buzzer is going to sound. You'll get a minute break like you would before going into an overtime period, and then the second period of a full 20 minutes is going to begin. First time in my 2 years now with the Marksmen that I've seen this. It has been known to happen before. This isn't out of the ordinary as the ice crew here at the Berglund Center looks to get the glass issues sorted out in the near side corner right by where the Marksmen come in at. So let's go ahead and talk about this first period. I thought the Fayetteville Marksmen had the better jump out of the gate, but I thought that quickly changed after the Shane Bednard minor penalty. Bednar draped over Nick Ford, trying to go to the net front, called for a holding minor, and then it was a shooting gallery. Number one, you take away Mike Herringer is a fantastic netminder. I thought he played just a sterling period for this marksman group. You had to have him come up in big moments like that. They haven't all been easy saves, but he has done a very nice job of dictating the pace of play, putting rebounds into non-dangerous areas, and covering the puck when he can. The other thing you look at, though, is the marksman blue line has not come to play in this game. You wonder, with Ryan Leith out of the lineup, is that an automatic change that you look to put him back in? Is there a lack of chemistry there? But defensively, the marksmen have not been able to bail out their netminder. And while the centers getting back, notably Shane Bednar, have played an okay defensive game, team defense hasn't been there for the Fayetteville Marksmen. On the power play, the rail yard Dawgs put the puck in the back of the net. It's a wrist shot that goes in, but it is immediately waved off. Goaltender interference called against Josh Nenadal. It is the incidental contact variety, meaning there is no 2-minute minor penalty. And here's why. If you scroll back and look about halfway through the period at the goal that would have been, Herringer is diving across of his own volition to make a save on a rebound that's been poked to the inside hash mark right in front of the marksman net. He's diving across. There's no contact there, as you may have initially thought. But while he is diving, he does not exit the blue paint. He does not become clear game for incidental contact, and because Nenadal is on top of his blocker side leg pad, not allowing him to kick that leg up, though it would have been a difficult save, Nenadal cannot contact the goaltender without being forced at any point in the blue paint there. So even if it's one of the things where he just bumps him with the glove, since he is not contacted and pushed by a marksman defender into the blue paint, that's goaltender interference. That is no goal on the play. We remain 0-0. The marksmen survive more than kill the penalty off, but as a result, this game is tied, and the marksmen will have their first power play chance in the St. Peter Pest Control power play coming up as we start this, we'll call it an elongated second period. Prior to tonight's game, we sat down with rookie forward Jack Patterson, who caught fire offensively last weekend. You'll get his take on how he was able to find success in the last handful of games and what it takes to be successful here this weekend. This is Marksman Hockey.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
We welcome you back to Marksman Hockey. Drew Blevins joined by forward Jack Patterson. Jack, that was a big weekend for you last night. What was the key to unlocking the offense and finding production consistently throughout the last three?
I think I'm just starting to get chemistry going with my line mates, Frizy and Alge, and it just all seemed to click and felt good.
Austin Alger's been one of those guys who's consistently produced points. He's the team leader in the category now. What have you noticed playing alongside him, how special his game is that's allowed him to find production consistently and especially right there keeping pace with you last weekend?
Well, obviously he's super skilled, and on top of that skill, he's really smart with the puck and knows where to put it, and just he doesn't really make many mistakes. So it's pretty nice to play with him, and it makes the game easy for me.
And even though you haven't played against this Roanoke team as many times as some of the veterans on this group, you're still familiar with how big of a regional rivalry this is. In your own words, how important are both of these games this weekend as you guys look to make a final playoff push here?
Well, yeah, it's huge. We need to solidify our playoff spot, and we do have that rivalry. So that adds a little intensity to it as well, especially with this final push coming up. So they're going to be some two big games.
I want to ask you about some of the young guys who are making their way into the lineup as the age on average is going down and down. You signed John Monkovich earlier today. What's it like for you seeing some guys that have played at the college level and have played right there recently with you, some cases maybe even against you?
Well, I mean, they're here and they're ready to step up, I think, when they get their chance. So if they need anything from me, I'm here to help them. And along with all the vets like Shane, number 22, and we're just hoping that they can step in and make an instant impact.
Last one before I let you go. There are a handful of fans that are traveling up from Fayetteville to be here for these set of games, about 100 Marksman fans. What's it going to be like to see the black and orange up in the crowd on the road supporting you guys?
Well, it'll be awesome, especially here. It's usually a pretty hostile crowd, so it's going to be nice to have some home support here, and hopefully we can get them some wins.
Jack, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
That's Jack Patterson, forward from the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll be right back with more Marksman Hockey right after this.
Good job, bro.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Welcome back to Roanoke. Drew Blevins alongside with you. Let's go for a quick score update around the SPHL. Knoxville has a 2-0 lead on Macon from the KCAC in East Tennessee. Birmingham and Huntsville, one to keep an eye on tonight. They'll drop the puck any moment now in the Battle of Alabama. Huntsville trying to keep Birmingham down in third and make a push to defeat Peoria for the William B. Coffey Trophy. A little bit later on tonight, Pensacola will take on Evansville. Quad City and Peoria, another one to keep a sharp eye on, as Marksman fans are going to put on the ship's wheel tonight. Everyone pulling for Peoria as the magic number shrinks and shrinks for the Marksmen with every loss of a point for the Quad City Storm. Quick update for you on the NCAA men's basketball tournament as soon as we get our scores pulled up here. It's a tight one between Alabama and San Diego State, 36-34. About 5 minutes into the second half. That one is in the South region. And then coming down to the wire in the first half, this is an offensive showcase. Number 5, Miami, leading Houston 40-33. The Hurricanes, the last team in the ACC, trying to represent and move their way into the Elite Eight. Later on tonight, Princeton and Creighton, Xavier and Texas, as X takes on Tex in the final Sweet 16 matchup this year. Minute 41 seconds remaining in the first period. Power play for the Marksmen next.
Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
All right, well, just as the Marksmen were able to survive and penalty kill the minor Deshane Bednard, I'm going to do my best to penalty kill for you here in the next couple of minutes. 2 more minutes have been added to the intermission clock here, and we've gone dark. The rail yard dog door is open, and to be quite honest with you, I'm not sure what the delay is, but we're here with you. As Corey Melkert and Thomas Clayton make their way back on to the ice, and I'm not sure if Corey Melkert has thrown off his jacket or if he's gone to the Marksman pullover look. I did not realize this. I normally get to talk with the head coach while he's in his traveling attire on the road. But great minds think alike. Gray suit, black shirt, white tie. But I think, yeah, he's completely ditched the suit jacket. I don't know what was said in the locker room. I can venture to take a guess. I will also venture to tell you it probably isn't fit to share with you over radio and television. As Melkert strolls up and down the bench, trading verbal sparring with Thomas Clayton and longtime trainer Kyle Sherrill. Melkert, a brilliant conversationalist. So we'll bring you back in to Berglund Center here. Good crowd, loud crowd here tonight. To be expected when you've got your biggest rival in town. And this is a weekend that Rail Yard Dog fans are going to eat up, because on Sunday, as the Marksmen head back to Fayetteville, the Knoxville Ice Bears load the bus and crawl back down to Berglund Center. So just to recap for you, it is 1 minute and 41 seconds of first period play that remain technically. Marksmen will begin a 2-minute power play with a face-off that will be inside the Roanoke zone. The horn is going to sound in 1 minute 41. And then we'll officially transition to the second period. So away we go. So the face-off will be to the glove side of Rodebush. And it is a draw won by the Marksmen as they'll begin work on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Alger out to the far corner. That puck explodes on the fresh ice. And pinching here is Andrew Lane. Marksmen power play operating at 22.6%. That's fourth in the SPHL. Meanwhile, the dead middle average of the league penalty kill, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs at 79.1%. They'll ice it here as Herringer will stop it for Andrew Lane. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the first period. As McNair fires, Rodebush catches on his blocker side shoulder and will hang on. 1 minute 22 to go on the minor to Spencer Kennedy. And 1 minute and 3 seconds to go in the second half of the first period. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Rodebush on the reset as the top power play group remains out for the Marksmen. Bednard trying to dig out this puck. Nenadal heavy leaning on him. Bednard comes away with it though to Andrew Lane at the far side point. Now Alger between the face-off circle. Sends to the near side circle for Bednard. Back for Lane. Walking to the far circle. Alger's pass across to Bednard. Split his legs. He wasn't able to hold it. He stick-checked. And this is back out beyond neutral ice. Corey Melkert with his clipboard over his head. Frustrated at how this is going. 30 seconds to go in the period. 50 seconds to go on the power play. McNair working against Vroman. Digs it free to Austin Alger. Looking for a lane to the net. Instead passes out to Andrew Lane. Lane, backdoor Bednard. Centers in front. A one-timer is clogged up as McNair's shot doesn't make it to the net front. 15 seconds to go in the period. McNair to the far point, it's Lane. Now Alger tees it up, and a one-timer blocked on the way in by Valerian, and it's a 3-on-1 chance for Roanoke. Billy Vizzo down the near wing, toe drag, shoots, blocked on the way back by Andrew Lane. That's where the period will come to a close. Bednard gets tied up with Pepe at the end of the sequence, and both teams will mull about as we'll go to an intermission break. It will not last long as Mike Herringer wanted to keep it going. He was already making a beeline down. So it'll be a 2-minute break for the quote-unquote intermission. We still remain scoreless. Back to end the power play and start the second period next.
Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Welcome back to Berglund Center. Time to drop the puck on period number 2. The Fayetteville Marksmen 0, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dawgs 0. 19 seconds remain on a Spencer Kennedy minor penalty. And that is where we stand. As the Rail Yard Dawgs trying to hold serve in the PK game. It'll be Nick DeVito to take the draw, and he wins it free of Drake Glover, as this will be a more usual combination. Cleared the length of the ice, as Herringer will leave it for Carson Vance. On the near side boards, this is McCloy with the puck. McCloy slides a pass intended for Glover, missed behind him. Now just jammed back toward the net by the Marksman is Kennedy, who's having his penalty served by Lavallee, and Lavallee is out of the box, so we return to even strength. Fries and Kennedy will be released at the next dead puck. O'Day, a pass through neutral ice, bounces off the skates of Stubbs, and now Matt O'Day is just going to rim it in. All the way around to the far wing. Glover awaits it there. Will knock it back for his defensive group with 45 seconds gone by here in the second period. Up the near boards, Jaswall had his stick lifted, and Valerian will track down the puck. Deep in his own end. A headman pass to Vizzo, who uses his stick as a ramp to launch the puck deep into attacking ice. Backdoor pass is behind of Lavallee. Nick Mangone onto the puck for the Marksman. Dumping it in as Bednard will go to chase. Roshan Jaswall a step ahead of him. Couldn't clear around of Dalton Hunter. Hunter reaching for the puck. Jaswall would not be denied. Up to Nenadal and a backhanded pass ahead for Vizzo. Down the near wing, Vizzo centered to Nenadal, missed him badly. Now Valerian steps into a slapper, ricochets off a stick on the way through as Shinkarik got a piece of it. Now to the far side boards, Rail Yard Dawgs will start it up for Billy Vizzo. Driving around of Shinkarik, Vizzo hanging on to the puck, awaiting reinforcements. Short change, second period, or long change if you're the defensive group. The near side boards of Roman. Didn't know where it was, so Mac Jansen takes it out of the near side corner. Jansen has not had the offensive production he did last season, shouldering the burden of the captaincy. Dalton Hunter, a little one-touch for Bednard off the near side boards. This is going to be icing and no rest for a weary Marksman group. 18:03 to go in the second period. You're wondering, based on 4 shots on net, is Corey Melkert starting to theorize how he can generate some offense against a very good Roanoke defensive group. And he made no bones about it. He knows that the ante is being upped this weekend. Pensacola was a team that didn't have very many heavy players, didn't have a ton of team speed, just a lot of good hands and skill. And Marksman matched up well against that. Off-angle shot is sealed by Herringer on the bid from Sargis. Brought ahead by Connor Fries. Peels away from DiCarlo, and a cross-ice pass will bounce to the near point. Vance slides it to the near circle. Alger finds his man in front. It's off the skate of Nick Parody, but a reset to the point. Alger walks, long wrist shot, escorted away by Austin Rodebush. Now the slapper from the point, and Vance is blocked. Yeah, and Fayetteville's just got to find a way to get a lot more traffic to the net front. Austin Rodebush is a more sizable netminder at 6'3". Moves decently well, but you want to force him to make those rebound saves, as this is offside against Roanoke on their zone entry. 17:07 to go second period. Rodebush was actually lifted in exchange for Tom Albrin at the time of the school day game back on February 9th, if you can recall that far. And believe it or not, since January 6th, that February 9th game has been the lone win on the road for the Fayetteville Marksmen. 21 wins this year. Only 9 of them have come on the road. And we're talking Pensacola level of discrepancy between home and road wins. Marksman bounce it off the near side boards. This rolls up in the air. Marcin Kavix tracks it down, but was dispossessed as it's cleared by Drake Glover. And to doubly put that in perspective, the Marksmen won 21 of their games at home last year en route to their 40-win season. This is icing against Fayetteville. But this season, the Marksmen have 12 wins at home, 18 games at home that they've taken standings points in. So, yeah, it's not the same win total that you've been looking for and looking at that you're used to seeing from Corey Melkert with last year's group. And he admitted they had underperformed, but the Crown Coliseum is becoming an atmosphere that's ranking right up there with some other very good atmospheres in the league. Cross-ice pass is snapped off of C.J. Valerian, well up and out of play. So the face-off will go to the far side circle as it is won by the Marksmen. This wrister by Shinkarik is stopped up by Lavalley. Cup blew a tire. Lavalley's in to dig the puck free. He's got it. Lavalley taken away by Cup and Mangone. Now up ice. Here come the Marksmen. Mangone rolls it into the net. Stopped by Rodebush. No rebound. 16 minutes to go in the second period. So Austin Rodebush a little bit busier here in the early goings of the second period. This will be Bednard with Nagel and Mangone. Bednard, I thought, was complimentary of his line mate, said he enjoyed playing with this group as they look to find a little more chemistry. Tanner Nagel has 1 goal this season. It came with the Savannah Ghost Pirates in the ECHL, and Corey Melkert has put the onus on him to not be afraid to make plays, that he's allowed to be more than just a tough guy as the Rail Yard Dogs ice the puck here. It's a game that is really starting to grind. And I'm not sure which team that favors more, a Marksman group that does not want to play fast or a Rail Yard Dog team that is okay if their opponent has 12 shots on net and doesn't score any to win a game 1-0. Face-off won by the Marksmen. Vance rotates to the middle and sends it to the near wing. This is Patterson. Long wrist shot. It's kicked aside by Vroman. Practically a kick save right in front of his netminder. Patterson with a good takedown on Garrett Sargis. He's lost his stick, though. Sargis holding up traffic as Jared Vroman gets to the puck. Vroman up to the far sideboards. This is Jansen. Slides it ahead. Vroman, the defenseman, gets the shot off. Kicked aside by Herringer. Puck is behind the Marksman net. Fayetteville to it, but this pass is intercepted by DiCarlo, then taken from him by Carson Vance. Vance at the red line, dumps it in, and Austin Rodebush will stop it in the trapezoid. Backhands to the far wing, DiCarlo. Cross-ice pass to Garrett Sargis, the veteran. He's edged away by Andrew Lane. Lane lost his footing, and Lavalley comes in to find the puck. A centering pass, nobody home. The Marksmen have it. May spring a chance. Matt McNair with speed down the near side wing. Long wrist shot swallowed by Austin Rodebush. 14:41 to go in the second period here in Roanoke. We remain scoreless between the Marksmen and the Rail Yard Dogs.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome back to Roanoke, Virginia. 14:41 to go in the second period. Here from Berglund Center, the Fayetteville Marksmen being outshot by a clip of 18-8, but we remain scoreless. Mike Herringer has been a wall once again. Adam Natowski, our linesman, will drop the puck and we'll be ready to go. It's a face-off that is jammed and eventually poked free by the Marksmen. Lane, middle blue line, was met stick-to-stick by Lavalley, and here come the rail yard Dogs. This is Nick Ford. Backhands to the trailer, who is Pepe. His pass steered off the stick of McCloy. Takedown at the net front. This is going to be a penalty, and it's going to go against Arujo for the Marksmen. It'll be interference at the far side goalpost, and the rail yard Dogs will get their second power play chance of the game. Pardon, rather. It'll be Andrew Lane for interference, not Matt Arujo. Penalty comes 5:39 into the second period. And the Marksman penalty kill heads back to work. It was not pretty the first go-round. The Marksman PK unit gave up 9 shots to the Roanoke power play. Rail yard Dogs being encouraged by their crowd here. Many of them are on the camera side, so you'll see on the far side boards. It's a nice crowd here. But a lot of the noise coming from underneath my feet on the raised platform, and about 100 or so are Fayetteville Marksmen fans who have made the 4-hour journey from the All-American city. And they're making some noise earlier. One-timer from Stubbs, tipped wide by Nenadal, who's patrolling the net front. This clearing attempt is off a rail yard Dog shin pad. Trying to dig it free, Carson Vance, stolen by Nenadal. A deflected pass, and Nick Mangone has an opportunity. Men going with him. Vance stays on side. Here's the long wrist shot, and no rebound. Marksmen had 2 shorthanded goals on the same penalty the last time they were in this building. That grew the lead to 3-0. And with Chase Austin Rodebush from the goal crease. Not to be that opportunity, though. Minute 18 to go on the Lane Minor. It's the Adrian College PK unit with McNair and McCloy. McCloy's got a lane. He's hauled down from behind. This will be a tripping penalty. And that will send us to 4-on-4 action with 13:30 to go in the second period. And a tripping minor upcoming to Roanoke. Great job by Taylor McCloy to draw that penalty off the face-off win. Kept his feet moving. And it'll be Brendan Pepe who will take the seat. 6 minutes and 30 seconds into the second period. Face-off will go to the blocker side of Rodebush. It is won by the Marksman. Vance walks. He shoots in and out of the glove of Rodebush. And he has the rebound underneath of him and will cover. Vance frustrated. It's been a tough offensive season for Vance, who has the hand skill and the mindset to be one of the better offensive defensemen in the league. Carson Vance, coming back from his 3rd ECHL call-up, has spent time with Fort Wayne, Orlando, and most recently South Carolina. And when Vance came back, that meant one defenseman had to go. That's why Vincenzo Renda is now a Knoxville Ice Bear. Here's Roshan Jaswal in the 4-on-4. He's going to rotate out to Valerian. Back for Jaswal, far side blue line. Valerian to the near side blue line. The near side face-off circle. This will be DiCarlo. Fumbles with the puck taken away. Shinkarik ahead to McCloy, just under his stick. McCloy bracing for contact here from the larger Jaswal. McCloy leaning on the puck, pinning it in the near side corner. It's raked free. Vance has it. Rotates with speed around DiCarlo. Floats it toward the net. Rodebush stops it with his paddle and melts it. It's the rail yard Dogs' turn to fall off the pace a bit here. 12:41 to go in this second period. The power play for the Marksmen will be 50 seconds long. And we'll start at 12:21 to go in this second period. With Lane in the box, I would watch rather sharply for Carter Shinkarik to come off the near side wing and get Bednard back out for the power play. And already Shinkarik patrols the near side wing. Good battle. Alger nearly forced a turnover. Just 10 seconds until the Marksmen get their abbreviated power play. This is Jared Vroman hanging on to the puck. Shinkarik remains out there as Lane is out of the box. Power play for the Marksmen as this will be wristed the length of the ice to kill some time. 45 seconds remaining in the man advantage as Andrew Lane will walk off the far side goalpost. Shinkarik with speed is going to take the puck. He's going to stay out there. Shinkarik slides a pass that's off the backside of O'Day. Shinkarik with speed taken away by Nenadal, and he'll find the slightest hole through the traffic to clear it. Andrew Lane peppered from behind as he'll pull it free and give to Austin Alger. Cross-ice pass is stopped by McNair, and he'll have to rotate away from pressure to Andrew Lane in his own zone. Lane starts things up ahead of the red line, backhands to the near boards. Alger the first one in, watched by Jaswal. Alger to the far side point, Connor Fries kicks it over to his forehand, now for Alger rotating. Penalty is over, back to 5-a-side we go. Andrew Lane to Austin Alger, he's got space, cuts to the middle and lost the puck. Araujo able to work over his man. This is a chop. Araujo took a stick high. There's no penalty. Fries on a 2-on-2 chance. Rolls it to the net front. Bednard overworked on a stick lift, and the rail yard Dogs will survive up the near side boards. Now taken away. Bednard in front to Carson Vance. He shoots. Good stop by Rodebush, and traffic in front. Rodebush will hold. How was the high sticking call on Araujo missed? That is a travesty of justice, as Araujo took a stick in the teeth right in front of the Marksman bench, crumpled, and there was ample time for Mark Dungan on the near side boards to see that, and there's no foul called. So we remain 5-a-side, 11 minutes gone by, or 11 minutes to go, here in the second period. This shot is deflected up and out of play into the protective screening. And the Marksmen, who at one point were being outshot 16-3 in this hockey game, have now narrowed the gap and are now being outshot 18-12. Face-off won by Fayetteville as McCloy backhands to Parody, who will fling it in. Rail yard Dogs to it. This is Vroman, who gave to Jansen, and all he can do is lift it out, but Parody will take it at the far red line and dump it in. This is a puck that is oscillating and will be settled here as Garrett Sargis off the near boards around one man, but Vance takes the puck from him to Nick Parody. Down the far side boards, backhanded in by McNair. Everyone touches up. The Marksmen are onside as they go through a line change. Dalton Hunter will provide the foremost pressure. It's a 2-1-2 for the Marksmen. Hunter and Nagel the furthest up ice. The cross-ice pass is seen by Shinkarik as he gets to the puck on his backhand and lifts it into the rail yard Dog bench. Out of play with 10-11 to go in the second period. Face-off won by the rail yard Dogs. This is O'Day driving down the near boards. Long wrist shot caught and held on to by Herringer. So we just cannot get to the halfway point of this hockey game. 10:05 left in the second period. Michael Herringer turning in another strong performance to this point, 19 of 19. Turned away 30 of 32 in his first pro start last Friday. Rail yard Dogs back it into their own zone. Slap pass all the way up. It's tipped by Nenadal, so that will allow the rail yard Dogs to chase. Marcin Kavics crashing for the puck here. Cup takes it from him, but could not get it out beyond the blue line. Now Patterson is going to alleviate pressure behind the net to Shinkarik. It's intercepted. Billy Vizzo leaves it off for Marcin Kavics. Watched by Fries. Up to the point. A pinballing puck well wide. Nenadal and Cup vying for it. The Marksmen pull away. It's intercepted. O'Day with an awkward one-timer on an intercepted pass. Centering feed to O'Day. Fan of the one-timer. This is Brendan Pepe. Bouncing it down the far boards. Taken by Jarrett Cup. Fries is able to get it out beyond the red line. Marksmen back on defense again as O'Day slides it forward. Billy Vizzo turns with it here, lost his footing in front. Marcin Kavics with a shot. Stopped and held on to by Mike Herringer. And now we're at the halfway point of the game, but not without a little bit of extra shoving behind the Marksman net. 9:07 left in the second period. Still scoreless from Berglund Center.
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Fayetteville Marksmen looking to make it 4 straight wins. It is already the longest winning streak for this team since the 6-game streak that started with a win over Roanoke December 27th and extended through a 3-game set at Quad City. All of those were really good games too. Face-off won by the Marksmen. They're up ice. This is Glover to the far side circle. A wrist shot. Big rebound. Rodebush corrals it and melts the puck with 8:56 left to go in the second period. So the draw to the blocker side of Austin Rodebush. Rodebush, I think, has managed the game better. I thought he looked a little bit shaky in the first couple of minutes, and he's been known to have those spells, but has since then settled. This is an odd man chance in front. They score. An awkward low shot deflects through the legs of Mike Herringer. The goal will belong to C.J. Valerian. The Rail Yard Dogs open the scoring 1-0. You may get a second look at it. An even strength marker for Valerian. Who is not the known scorer for this group. So Valerian will have his 6th of the season, and that'll make it 1-0. So the Rail Yard Dogs on the board here at home, and now the Marksmen look to answer. Maybe a chance here, lifted high by Vance. Bednard tracking the rebound along with Carson Vance. The Rail Yard Dogs looking to get it out. Parody trying to hold the line. He cannot. It's pulled free by the Rail Yard Dogs. This will be Garrett Sargis. Backdoor pass, the shot, they score. And in the blink of an eye, the Rail Yard Dogs have blown the game open at a 2-0 lead. 2 goals in less than a minute. And this will be the new guy, Billy Roche. A good find by Sargis on the back door, and Billy Roche makes it 2-0 for Roanoke. And this is exactly what Corey Melkert had warned his team about. You don't come out ready to play. You take a mental pause, and this is what Roanoke can do to you. They're looking for more. This is Vizzo. Drops to Pepe, who was unable to get it off. To the far side wing, it is Fries who drives a shoulder into his man, who is Pepe. And Patterson trying to win the puck free. It is finally dug out to the far corner. Hard hit here on Vizzo by Cup. Rail Yard Dogs get it. Centering pass rolls back behind the net. That's taken away. As digging for it is Alger. It's the Marksmen struggling to get this puck out and just do not have the jump. Maybe an opportunity coming though. Fries out for Patterson. Has Alger with him. Finds him. Austin Alger stops and gives to Cup. His low wrist shot produces a rebound that's chipped just wide, and Rodebush loses his mask. 6:53 to go in the second period as the Marksmen had an opportunity at the net front, and it got pushed wide. Meanwhile, Austin Rodebush, I think, may have popped a strap off the side of his mask, and that looks like that's the case. So he'll get everything buckled back on. Mark Dungan will make sure he has time to do so. Ford will tow in to take the draw against McNair. McNair wins it. Push to the near side point. Lane rolls it off the end wall. Rodebush was not able to track that through traffic. Now Lane at the near side half wall again. Gives to McNair. His shot blocked. Lane unable to hold the zone as it's right back out beyond center. Lane on his backhand, tripped over the blue line. The Marksmen have it on the far side boards. Cross ice pass, this is McNair. Low wrist shot is knocked down by Rodebush. Nagel survives contact to the far boards. This is Glover up to the far side point, raked across for Lane. His wrist shot misses wide. Now chip back in front. They score! An awkward hop off of Rodebush, who could not get to the goalpost in time, and Drake Glover has brought the Marksmen within one. Good things happen when you put the puck toward the net. And 13:43 into the second period, Drake Glover, who has been the king of the awkward goals this season for the Marksmen, has put them on the board and broken the Rodebush shutout. Marksmen fans making some noise from underneath the broadcast booth as Vroman dumps it in for the rail yard Dogs. Glover will have his 19th of the season. He is the team leader in the category, and now Mangone looking to tie it. Rakes it off of the stick of Rodebush and out of play. Good speed by Mangone. That's a dangerous area for him, and you could see with his head up, he wanted to try to drive the net. Follow-up line for the Marksmen will be Patterson, Alger, and Fries. The Marksmen will go traditional off the face-off set. Overload for Roanoke, and this is a bad false start off the draw. Adam Natowski will reset everyone. Fries to one knee, wins it to Patterson in the near corner. Now Patterson turns with it. He's got a lane, couldn't get the shot off. Puck is loose. Patterson knocked down, gives it off to Connor Fries. Fries is slashed at, survives a couple of whacks of contact. It's the rail yard Dogs to the puck, trying to poke it free. They will. Vance able to hold the zone for a moment, then lift it over his head, and Austin Alger will head back to find it. 5:20 left in this second period. Patterson calling for it. He's got it. Gives to Carson Vance, who busts through. Good pressure here by Fries. Nenadal ambushed behind the net as he has to give up the puck quickly. Awkwardly, it's O'Day to settle the puck flatly, skate it out of his own zone and chip it ahead. Put it right into the chest of Jarrett Cup as Carter Shinkarik will go to find it. Wrapped around the near kick plate. This will be Austin Alger from the near side hash mark. His breakout pass stretches just too far for Shinkarik. Lavalley survives contact but lost the puck. This will be Cup. Starts to the far side wing and then backs it out to the near side boards. Pass intercepted. Stubbs finds Pepe, who slow-balled it through the neutral zone, intercepted, and McNair will feed it to the far side corner off of his backhand. 4.5 left in the second period. 2-1 rail yard Dogs as we finally found offense here in Roanoke. C.J. Stubbs peels out of traffic, lost the puck, is going to get it right back though. Settles to Valerian, to the far wing, a wrist shot through traffic, hits high off the glass, re-centered in front, good stop by Herringer. Glover has the rebound to the near wing. This is dumped in by Nagel, who's going to go to chase it. He's got a beat on the puck, but Rodebush calmly plays to the far side boards. Brought ahead by Mac Jansen, driving with it. Jansen splits the defense. His shot sticked out by Herringer. Rosen Jaswal holding the line, though. Jaswal back to Alex DiCarlo, who will leave it off in the near side corner for Sargis. A good release, and it's kicked out by Herringer. Bednard to the rebound. Gives it forward. Here's Nagel. Near side red line and floated in. Rodebush calling for reinforcements. Set on the tee for Valerian. Bednard is the pressure man. Brought up ice now by Garrett Sargis. He'll find Jansen, back for Sargis as the pass was intercepted on a good back check by Mangone. Ahead to Bednard as he tried to dump it in deep and couldn't. Sargis, watched closely by Vance, realized that he doesn't have the speed advantage, backs out and turns it over. Here's Mangone on a 2-on-2 chance. Mangone around his man, gets slashed at. This is going to be a penalty on Roanoke. To the bench is Herringer, and the slashing penalty will give the Marksmen a chance on the St. Peter Pest Control power play when we come back. 3:08 to go in the second period. Marksmen go a man up next. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. .308 to go in the second period. It's Garrett Sargis who will take a seat for slashing. St. Peter Pest Control power play will fire up for the third time this game. They are due. They are 0 for 2. So Austin Rodebush will be the last one back to his goal crease. Penalty comes 16:52 into the second period. Sargis slashing. Bednard with Shinkarik, McNair, Alger, and Lane, the power play group for Fayetteville. It's a face-off that is won by Bednard to the near point. Andrew Lane will give down the near wing to Shinkarik. He's got a lane if he wants it. Instead, we'll back it out. Lane calling for it. Shinkarik going to hang on to it. Now into the near corner. McNair to Shinkarik. A one-timer off the outside of the net. The light went on. That puck was nowhere near going in. Lane had the puck hop over his backhand. The rail yard Dawgs survive. That gave everyone a jolt of shock here as we resume play down the far boards. This is McNair in the near side corner, held there by Brendan Pepe. Puck jostles free. This is going to be a penalty on Alger as O'Day went down rather softly. And we'll go 4-on-4 for the next minute 17. Matt O'Day has been called the strongest skater in the league by Corey Melkert, who has a healthy dose of respect for him. And Austin Alger is going to have some words for Adam Natowski. O'Day went down rather easily on the extended arm shove. So we'll go 4-on-4 as the penalty will come 17:36 into the second period. And with a lot of open space out there, this normally favors the faster team. That's why you've got Dominik Marcinkiewicz out there for the rail yard Dogs, and Carson Vance will be the one responsible for him. Those two battling right off the face-off. First round goes to Vance as he'll find Connor Fries. Pokes it back for Vance, and he's going to push it out to the far boards for Andrew Lane. Lane shielding away Marcinkiewicz, using that free arm. Lane dumps it in, will go to chase for himself as he's held up behind the play while Patterson fights for the puck. One free. Marcinkiewicz up ice. It's a 3-on-2 chance. Centering pass knocked away by Patterson. May bring a 2-on-1. Fries doesn't have anybody going with him, so is going to have to await reinforcements. Fries knocked down. Sweeps to the near side. Point for Jarrett Cupp. Dumps it low where it'll be fielded by the Marksmen. McCloy centers a one-timer blocked on the way through. Vroman could not get the puck out though. Taylor McCloy going after it as he rubs shoulders with Marcin Kavics and wins the puck. McCloy hangs on to it at the far side face-off circle. 90 seconds to go. McCloy rotating. Centers in front. He was looking for traffic. It's underneath the stick of McNair. Jarrett Cupp now from behind the net to Matt McNair. Watched by Valerian. A well-placed defensive stick to win it free. Standing in the box is Sargis. The rail yard Dogs do not realize that Marcin Kavics is going to charge ahead for himself as it's now a rail yard Dog power play. Can the Marksmen clear? This is a bad pass. Intercepted. Sargis shoots. Kicked away by Mike Herringer. Garrett Sargis rotates with it again. Squares and fires. Not sure if that was tipped or if it was just high. It is out of play nonetheless. 53 seconds to go in the second period. 2-1, the rail yard Dogs. It's not the first goal by Valerian that's going to stand out. It's the second one by Billy Roche. The rail yard Dogs can lock down games. This is up to the near side point. O'Day into the near corner. Marksmen have to get off the ice down one or better. This is O'Day from the near side point as he'll give it off to the far circle. Shot blocked. Andrew Lane in front of it. Mangone cannot clear. O'Day to C.J. Stubbs walking at the near side circle. Back to the point. O'Day shovels it off for Stubbs. Fumbles with the puck. He lost it. Alger's out of the box. The headman pass. Alger's got a step. O'Day getting back, holds him off. Now the saucer pass ahead, and it's behind everyone. What a chance it was, and it's squandered. 10 seconds to go in the second period. Rail yard Dogs have the puck driving behind the net. This is Mac Jansen. Gives it up to Alger. Quickly pushed ahead as Connor Fries has it. Gotta let it go. Saucered up ice. Intended for Alger. It's too far for him anyway. And that is where the period comes to a close. Both shutouts broken. At the end of the second period, the shots on goal for the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, 8, and a game total of 24. For the Fayetteville Marksmen, 12, and a game total of 16. On the scoreboard, Billy Roche's goal is the difference. 2-1 Rail Yard Dogs. We'll be right back with our second period intermission report after these messages. This is Marksmen Hockey.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
We welcome you back to Marksman Hockey. Drew Blevins joined by forward Jack Patterson. Jack, that was a big weekend.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Well, for the Fayetteville Marksmen, you're going to be happy that you broke the scoreless spell, that you went into the locker room down 1 instead of down 2, but it's a period that you have to realize a couple of things. One, you cannot afford to have wheels fall off the wagon moments against the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs or against anybody. And the Marksmen gave up 2 really good scoring chances, and the Rail Yard Dogs converted on both. 11-17 into the period, C.J. Valerian from Nick Ford and Jason Loveley. And then less than a minute later, it's Billy Roche from Garrett Sargis. Sargis has been one of the better offensive players for the Rail Yard Dogs. And despite his age, don't tell him that he's probably a little old for the league, because he's hanging in there and he's been one of the better offensive catalysts. So you recognize your defensive errors, and then the second thing you have to realize is, despite that, you're in the game and you have more momentum than you realize. And yeah, the Austin Alger cross-checking penalty took away the momentum after the slashing call that went against Sargis. And when he came out, Sargis had a couple of opportunities. But going into this third period now, if you're the Fayetteville Marksmen, you've got to really dig deep and find a way to pull this game out. The Marksmen do not have a come-from-behind victory in the third period this year. They are 0-15 in all previous chances, and that's just not a good mark, put plainly. And you've got to dig out of that if you're Fayetteville, because when you go into the playoffs, it could be a one-goal game either way. These are playoff hockey games that the Marksmen are playing in now, and it's feeling that way. The pace is different. The way the game is going is different. And you've got to understand that if you're the Fayetteville Marksmen, because this is what you're preparing for. You're vying for your chance to get into the postseason tournament and make a name for yourself fighting as one of those lower seeds. And it's not going to be given to you. You're going to have to earn it, and the next 20 minutes are the most prime opportunity for the Marksmen to be able to earn their keep in trying to take a playoff spot. If the Rail Yard Dawgs come away with 2 points tonight, a win in any fashion, they clinch the tiebreaker over the Fayetteville Marksmen, and that means they will reach a playoff spot for the second year in a row. The Rail Yard Dawgs closing in on what would be their best single season in franchise history as they look for 29 wins to tie 30 wins to break the single season franchise high. We'll be right back after these messages to give you our Ask the Voice question. This is Marksman Hockey.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome you back to Berglund Center, tucked away in Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains, as we bring you to the broadcast booth for our Ask the Voice question. Tonight's Ask the Voice question comes from Steve, who is listening along in Red Springs, North Carolina. Steve wants to know, you know how golf balls have evolved over the years. What is the evolution of the hockey puck? And this is a great question, Steve, and one that we have not had the opportunity to answer before, I don't think, dating back to last year. But the game as it was being played in Canada early on, and there are even some who suggest the game bandy, the forecursor to hockey, the precursor to hockey, that was being played in Scotland at the same time as curling. The puck originated most likely as a small frozen pebble or rock, something that was still handleable by the forerunners of the hockey stick, which was more of a crooked club than anything else, and you were working with stones. When the game then was getting to be, we'll call it quote-unquote organized, and was being played indoors by the 1870s. Pucks were being made out of blocks of wood that were being cut down and shaped to size. But wood is notoriously difficult to work with to get a consistent type of weight and measurement unless you're doing something like Louisville Slugger Company does with bats and trying to get the right trees and the right grain count and stuff. You cannot accurately predict how each puck is going to come out. And so by the 20s and 30s, wood's being phased out. You go much more into the rubber phase, which is what we're seeing today, the vulcanized rubber phase. And that's where we have today. It is molded, vulcanized rubber that is shaped 6 ounces, frozen, and then ready to go in the game. And most pucks are made by the Inglasco company out of Canada, although Slovakia is also a leading country in puck production. So a great question from Steve in Red Springs. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that is DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about the game of hockey or the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll be right back to give you a college basketball upset, take you around the SPHL next. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
The number 1 overall seed in the NCAA men's basketball tournament has gone down as number 1 Alabama falls to number 5 San Diego State 71-64. Nate Oates of the Crimson Tide will head back to Tuscaloosa, falling short of the Final Four. The SEC struggling in the NCAA tournament as they have still not been able to get a team into the Final Four over the course of a significant amount of time, and that will leave Greg Sankey wondering, is the SEC, after all, relegated to just a football conference? The other game going on right now is going all Miami's way. The Hurricanes lead number 1 Houston 72-58, as it may be a night of the 5 seeds. Later on, Princeton will take on Creighton. So the winner of that game has a much easier path to the Final Four, having to take on San Diego State instead of Alabama. And X versus Tex, Xavier against Texas, will be the nightcap tonight. They'll tip off at 9:45. Here's one for you, a game that's just gone silly. Knoxville at one point was up 3-0 on the Macon Mayhem. Macon has stormed back to tie it at the KCAC. They've got 5 minutes to go in the second period there. Birmingham struck first. They have a 1-0 lead over Huntsville from Pelham. Pensacola leads Evansville 1-0. That's one to keep an eye on as the Ice Flyers trying to outleg the Marksmen down the final stretch of the season. And just dropping the puck on the second period, Quad City and Peoria remain in a scoreless tie, although Peoria outshot the Storm 9-1 in the first period. Marksmen looking for some comeback magic. We'll see if they can find it next.
Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Minutes on the clock, 20 minutes as opportunity knocks on the doorstep of destiny for the Fayetteville Marksmen. They are 0-15-0 when trailing going into the third period, and the Marksmen are looking to shift their fortunes here. We'll see how they fare. It is a hostile environment. Tomorrow it is expected to be the largest crowd in rail yard dog history, north of 7,500 in a building that seats 8,000. Austin Alger, Jack Patterson, and Connor Fries, the starting forwards for the Marksmen. Matt Araujo and Andrew Lane on the blue line, Mike Herringer in net. 20 minutes to glory. And away we go with this third period. This is a bad pass that Araujo is unable to intercept cleanly, so Andrew Lane flings it off the far side boards. He nearly committed a delay of game penalty as he was run over by Jason Lavalley. It's a rolling puck that'll be taken in the high slot. Alger is unable to cut free for a shot. Now gives to Lane. A bullet just over top the crossbar. Araujo holding the line, but the Marksman forward group not low enough. So this will be pitchforked out, and Araujo has it. Araujo to Jack Patterson, shovels it off of Pepe. Good pressure here. Patterson able to hold the zone for a moment, now stolen by Stubbs. Ahead to Jansen, lost the puck to Taylor McCloy off the far boards. It's out. This is Connor Fries with Patterson going with him. Fries, a low wrist shot blocked by Jaswall, cleared to Alex DiCarlo, who's out in neutral ice. Now to Mac Jansen with speed as it's poked away from him on a good play made by Nick Parody. The near side boards, Alex DiCarlo into the corner. Pulls away with it near point. Jansen sweeps across for Jaswall. He's going to let it go from there. Kicked away by Herringer. McCloy rolls it up ice for Glover. Could not poke it around the long reach of Jaswall. He will find Sargis as Jaswall gets off on a change. Garrett Sargis, good opportunities in this game. Pulls the trigger. He missed wide of the far post. Marcin Kavics on the rebound, looking to Roche, who just has to settle to dump it in deep. Parody hammered by Marcin Kavics from behind. We'll keep going here as this one's flipped up the length of the rink. This is going to be icing against the Marksmen. 18-18 to go in this third period. Melkert beside himself. This has been a Marksman team that has struggled with icings throughout the course of the night. Draw goes to the blocker side of Herringer. It's a face-off won by Roanoke, but a bad pass is taken away by Matt McNair. He's to the red line, leads it forward. It's Carson Vance who's up in the charge. Vance left the puck off in the far corner. Line change for the Marksmen. Marcin Kavics around Bednard. Marcin Kavics around Dalton Hunter. Centering pass stolen away. This is going to be a chance for the Marksmen. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Bednard with speed gives to the trailer who's cup a backdoor pass. Hunter shoots. Rotobush save now in front. And the Marksmen can't get it to go. A takedown from behind and a missed sweep by Dalton Hunter. 2-on-2 the other way. Brendan Pepe curls into the middle. Marksmen sniff it out. Now a 3-on-1 chance for Fayetteville. Bednar with Shinkarik gives across Shinkarik. Great stop, Roanoke. The rebound loose, and the rail yard Dogs survive only to the blue line. Dalton Hunter now to Shinkarik into the far corner. Nobody home for it. Back and forth action. Austin Rodebush with a good save, and the rail yard Dog defense bends but does not break. Shinkarik survives a slash from Stubbs as he's up ice. Here's Shinkarik. Gives to the far wing. A wrist shot punched out by Rodebush. Araujo rolls it to the net front. He's going to get it right back. Dumps it in deep. He's getting off on a change with Shinkarik. Fries on the attack with Patterson. This will be rolled up ice to Nick Ford. Ford has scored it away from the puck. Marksmen want to push it. This is a long pass up ice, and it is out of play. It was tipped. The faceoff's going to come outside the zone. 16:48 to go in this third period. A lot of Marksmen fans in the building here in the Dog Pound. A lot of chitter chatter as gums were flapping in the breeze throughout the week, as typically is with these rivalry matchups. As the rail yard Dogs are into attacking ice. Long shot from the far side point misses. This is Valerian looking to hold the zone. He instead rolls to DiCarlo. DiCarlo in the near corner in front. Jansen's one-timer. Caught the catching side shoulder of Herringer, who's able to fight it off. Garrett Sargis walked away from the puck. This is Andrew Lane. Turns it over to Jansen. Lane getting it right back in the trapezoid. Backhands to Jack Patterson. Patterson's up and away to center. Rolling puck stolen by Valerian. Valerian to Jansen. The puck behind him. Jansen settles to the far corner. Nenadal squares Valerian. Shot flutters over top the net. Herringer reaching for it. Wanted a whistle. Now Billy Roche, who right now has the difference-making goal. His shot off the end wall. Lane watching Nenadal. Nenadal instead slides it to the front. Vizzo unable to get it to go. And now the Marksman comes stick to stick with the puck. Vizzo to Billy Roche and across for Jared Froman. Look to headman to Marcinkiewicz. This will be intercepted. The Marksman roll it up the near side glass. McNair had his stick lifted by Nenadal. Billy Roche to Jared Vroman. Up ice for Billy Vizzo as he'll roll it in. Nick Parody the first for the Marksman there. Wraps around to the near side hash mark. McNair with speed. Brings it up ahead of the red line. He'll send it forward. McCloy going to chase it. Watched here by Ford. That puck is loose behind the net. Glover and McNair converging on it. Instead it's Marcinkiewicz to take it. Dominik's Marcinkiewicz to Billy Vizzo. Tried to dump it in. It was stopped. Glover gets to the puck, but he turned it over on his backhand. Now Brendan Pepe from his own blue line. Down the near wing, the defenseman starting it off. Had 3 points in 5 games against the Marksmen, in the last 5 games against the Marksmen. And for a defenseman who does not do much scoring, that's significant. He did not have a point until December 23rd against the Marksmen here in this building, in which he had 2, a goal and an assist. The near side wing, Pepe flings it up ice. That is out of play, and that's going to be a delay of game penalty. The Fayetteville Marksmen will go to the St. Peter Pest Control power play when we come back. 14:40 to go in the third period. We resume after this.
Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
Crowd coming alive for this penalty kill unit who's going to need some support. Last Marksman power play cut short by a cross-checking penalty to Austin Alger. Now the St. Peter Pest Control power play goes to work in the early third. Delay of game against Brendan Pepe. Alger to the far side corner. It's pulled free. Lane at the middle blue line, hanging on to the puck. Walks it off to Austin Alger. Alger now in front, a centering pass taken by Stubbs. and cleared. So the Marksmen keep inching closer and closer. Just have been unable to find that out of the power play. Here's a chance, and Rotobush and the Butterfly made the save on Alger. Austin Alger to the point, it's Lane. Out to the far side wing, it'll be settled. Andrew Lane fakes the slap shot, gives out to the far side wing again. Cross-ice pass, Bednard lets it go! Tipped off the outside of the goalpost! Can the rail yard Dogs clear? It's off the stick of Alger and just out. Lane will twist back, find Alger on the far side wing. Alger curls it back for Lane, taking the hit to make a play. Ill-advised line change. Lane driving in. He's in without much pressure, but he turns the puck over on a centering pass, and this will be iced over Bednard. 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Second unit out for the Marksmen. Corey Melkert has talked about how important it is for this Marksman group to get contributions from the power play. It's not been a team that has been able to generate much offense outside. Taylor McCloy now driving down for himself in the near side circle. Centers in the backhand. Dalton Hunter had his shot blocked. Now Fries from the far side hash mark to the point, Matt Araujo. Araujo probing, not afraid to have a go. Instead, give to the captain, who's McCloy. McCloy to Glover the back door. Tip just wide by Dalton Hunter. Rotobush stung on the plays in the Butterfly. Rotobush wrestles himself back up as Araujo fumbled with the puck. McCloy's on it. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Drake Glover down the near side wing. Glover has a go. Big rebound. Fries had his stick clamped down by Stubbs and is wrestled down to the back play. We return to 5-on-5 hockey. Valerian to Ford. Doesn't have the room to shoot. Instead centers. Marksman will take the puck. This will be Fries with a quick glance over his shoulder. Sees a friendly face. This is Glover. Just settles to let it roll into attacking ice. 12:20 to go third period. The power play yields nothing. Parody to the far boards. A headman pass intercepted by Lavallee. So the rail yard Dogs will take it. This is Ford. Dumps it in. Matt McNair working against Lavallee as it rolls on him. Billy Vizzo up to the far side point for Oman. Sets up Billy Roche. Will roll to Ford behind the net. Parody all over him. Parody digs it free. Clears it out on his backhand. Icing is waved. So we'll keep the play going as that puck was tipped on the way out. Patterson, good pressure in front of the forecheck. The Marksmen are going to force a turnover on the clear out. Fayetteville holds along their own blue line. Shinkarik out to the far side wing, dumped in by the Marksmen. Patterson starts his engine going after it. Billy Roche onto the puck, starts to the far wing, and instead will settle back behind the net. Nearing the halfway point of this third period, 2-1 the score. Shots favor Roanoke 27-21. Marksmen have been the better team here in this third period, but have to find a way to tie it. From behind the net, this is Herringer, nearly overtaken as Nenadal comes to find the puck. Gives to Marcinkiewicz in front for a shot! DeCarlo's bid, punched away by Herringer. Up the far boards, this is Jarrett Cupp. Gains the red line, shoots it in. Tanner Nagel bracing for contact as he goes after the puck. Alger coming in with him. Austin Alger has it. Had his feet taken out from under him as the rail yard Dogs get it out to the blue line. Intercepted Shinkarik. Put it into the skates of Bednard, who was unable to handle it. Now it's Dominic Marcinkiewicz with speed right up Broadway. Taken down from behind by Hunter. Will keep it going. Now another hard collision as Marcinkiewicz is dropped. Rail yard Dog fans want a penalty. They'll get none. Dalton Hunter into the middle for Austin Alger as Sargis finishes Hunter. Everybody through the contact. Carson Vance lays it forward. Hunter going after it. Lifts the stick of O'Day, but neither able to secure the puck. The far wing, it's Sargis. Lost his balance. Bednard has the puck. Gave it right back to Sargis, though. To the near side wing is C.J. Stubbs. Headmans. It's a foot race as Parody will win it. Parody, a round of Mac Jansen. 10-10 to go third period. Carson Vance holds behind Herringer. Vance fakes the slap shot one way. Now walks it off the far side boards. The pass is intercepted. Rail yard Dogs are onside. Here's Stubbs with it. Stubbs off the near boards. Valerian. A slap pass to Nick Ford. Tried to center as Parody was in front of that one. Nick Parody clears but not out as Stubbs holds the zone. To the far corner. Stubbs has it back. Lifts a shot over the crossbar. C.J. Valerian up to the near side point. Line held Jansen. Flings it off of his own man who was Ford. And Dalton Hunter has it at the far boards. He'll chip it ahead. Marksman got to go on this line change quickly. It's Stubbs. Gives ahead for Ford. He's got space. He shoots. He missed the net. Off the back glass, it's Andrew Lane giving it forward. A hard hit at the far corner. Now it may be a chance. It's McCloy with speed. Around one man. Lifts it over top of Rodebush. That shot stays in play. Araujo back for McCloy. His pass is turned over. Andrew Lane recovers on the error. Ahead off the stick of McNair as it's just chipped into the near side corner. McNair reaching after it here. McNair coming together with Glover, but the puck is battled out by the rail yard Dogs. This is Spencer Kennedy lumbering up the ice, and Roanoke is offside. 8:52 to go in the third period here from Berglund Center. 2-1 rail yard Dogs.
The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO.
8:52 left in this third period. Fayetteville Marksmen trail the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs 2-1. Fayetteville 0 for 4 on the power play. Needing to find one to tie. And even at this point, just getting something on the board from the weekend is massive. Draw won by the Marksmen from in front of their own bench. The headman pass is tipped by Nedadal, so this will be no icing. Behind the net, two-man forecheck for the Marksmen as this is Connor Fries trying to win it free. Backhanded up ice by Nedadal. It's over his own man. Marksmen are going to get a reset from their own blue line. Jarrett Cupp down the near boards will rim it in as O'Day's across, trying to dig this puck out. He can't, the second man can, but Cupp is back to take it away. He'll give it ahead, but C.J. Valerian cups off Patterson. Patterson finishes the check to the far side boards. Rail Yard Dogs are up ice with it. This is Marcin Kavix. He'll drop, and the shot from Vizzo misses the net. Roanoke has struggled to hit the net here in this third period shooting-wise. Thus far, only 3 shots on to Herringer. The Marksmen have 5 in the period. 8 minutes to go in it. Austin Alger through center, was double-teamed and lost the puck. Here's Alex DiCarlo. Down the near wing, DiCarlo peels away from traffic, drops for C.J. Valerian. Alger in front of him, but it'll be cleared down the far side kick plate. This is Mangone, chips it up ice. Sargis knocked it out of midair. Now a foot race for it. This is good pressure here by Connor Fries, but Sargis is ahead with the puck. Tries to split the defense. Sargis lets it go. That is halfway up on the protective screen and out of play. Garrett Sargis, like an aging meerkat, you never know when he's actually going to retire, and just keeps popping his head back into the SPHL conversation time and time again. He's been effective tonight. Does have an assist in the game on what is standing as the difference-making goal by Billy Roche. Far side boards. This is Tanner Nagel battling. He lost the puck on the far boards. Here's a shot. Herringer flashes the leather and catches it on the bid from the far side hash mark. Michael Herringer has had another sterling night here for the Marksmen. As we've said before, it's very difficult to ask a goaltender, either one of the rookies or Jason Pulaski, the veteran who is healing back in Fayetteville and looking to reinsert into the lineup very soon. It's hard to ask them to have a shutout or a one-goal game, and we might win it. It is coming down to some offensive production for the Marksmen. This is Matt McNair digging with Taylor McCloy. It is pulled free. The Rail Yard Dogs go up the far boards with it. Roche wrists it forward behind the net. Araujo the first there on his forehand. Around to the near side wing. Nobody home for the pass. Marksmen have not been crisp, but they have had the right energy and attitude here in this third period. And it's going to take a lot to get one and then two by Austin Rodebush. Here's McNair. Backhands to Glover, who has the lone goal for the Marksmen. Between his legs, he finds McCloy. McCloy to Glover in front. He shoots. Fought off by Rodebush. Glover leaning on his man. Gives to Carson Vance. Smacks it right back down the near boards. Glover tried to give it up to the point. It's taken away by Marcinkiewicz. Dominic Marcinkiewicz down the far side wing. Gives to the trailer. Walking in. This wrister is off the stick of Herringer and out of play, as I think that hit up toward the knob and ricocheted into the protective screening. 6:05 left in the third period. It's a game that, similarly to so many others, is going to come right down to the wire. As this draw is won by Roanoke to the far point. Jaswal gives it off. Marcinkiewicz in the slot. He cuts, he shoots. Takedown at the net front as Josh Nenadal has been in Herringer's kitchen all game long. And that's twice he's come together with Herringer. New group coming out for Dan Bremner. Fries, Alger, Patterson, the forwards for the Marksmen. Shinkarik and Vance, the defensemen. It's a draw won by the Marksmen too well. They put it in the far corner. Jansen had it for a moment, now lost it. The headman pass is flipped over the stick of Austin Alger. They get back to it. Alger couldn't find the puck on his tape. So the rail yard Dogs up the far boards. Chipped in, no icing as Vance will receive it well in front of the goal line. They'll leave behind him. Heads up, moving the puck is Shinkarik. Lost to Sargis. Now Fries takes it away. To the near wing, this is Austin Alger. Alger dropping for Fries, who will clear it in. Alger peeled away for a change, so there's no one below the goal line for the Marksmen. Fayetteville's going to have to start finding some offensive zone pressure here soon. Rail yard Dogs do not get this out yet. Stubbs now chips it ahead to center. Driven in by Lavallee. He's under the check of Vance. Lavallee trying to sweep at the puck as the Marksmen get to it, and this is flipped end over end beyond the red line. Rolling down to Rodebush's end, and this is icing. Oh, only just, but it doesn't matter. 4:53 to go in the third period. Down the stretch from Roanoke next.
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Fayetteville Marksmen have been so close in the third period so many times this year. This one no exception. They trail the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs 2-1. 4:53 left in this third period. The face-off to the glove side of Herringer. Won by Roanoke. Billy Roach's shot is blocked by a diving Nick Mangone. Another blow-by as it was Stubbs who came together with Herringer. He's right there on the top of his goal crease. Mark Dungan watching closely. No whistles. I doubt we'll see one unless it's egregious. Stubbs, his shot blocked by Jarrett Cupp. Alger has it, gives it off to Cupp. This is a crafty play. Jarrett Cupp carries it ahead of the attacking blue line. He's going to dump it in around the boards. Dalton Hunter works free. Gives to Andrew Lane. Lets it go. Ricocheting puck bounces away from Bednard. He's battling for it behind the net. Rail Yard Dogs, 3 men to it. Flipped up ice, intercepted. Dalton Hunter feeds the far wing. It's over the stick of Mangone. Back to it. He hammers it. It's off the skates of Nick Ford. Now to the point, Jarrett Cupp will settle. Feeds across to Andrew Lane. Lane off the end wall in front for Bednard. Tipped around to the pinballing. Puck is not out. Andrew Lane hangs on to it. Flings it into the glove of Rodebush. 3:53 left in the third period. Is the sun getting a little bit low here for the Fayetteville Marksmen? They've been the better team since giving up the back-to-back goals in a minute. Needing to find a way to tie. McCloy will toe in for the draw here. Nenadal steers it away from him to Matt O'Day. O'Day takes a body check as he floats it out to the center ice circle. This is going to be a hand pass, and the face-off should come right back out to center ice. Drake Glover and Mark Dungan discussing it as who's the hand pass against. It's going to go against the Marksmen, so the face-off will be in front of the Marksmen bench, just further than center. Tie up off the draw. The rail yard Dogs scoop it back. Brendan Pepe down the near wing. Rims it in around the boards. McCloy gives to McNair. He was watched by Vizzo. Now Shinkarik. Pushed back to the end wall by Dominik's Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz wins it away for McNair. Now Brendan Pepe at the near side point, walking with it. Pepe shot deflects off of Glover, out of play. Now you can almost draw the roadmap for Corey Melkert. Fries, Patterson, Alger will come out next. Then I'd imagine you go to some variation of Mangone, Bednard, and Dalton Hunter. Get McNair and McCloy out there, and then back to your six-man group. Here's Patterson down the far wing, driving on Roshan Jaswal, who edged him away. The pass to the point is intercepted, and the Marksmen have to backtrack. This is Alex DiCarlo down the near wing, looking for a lane. He is dropped by Carson Vance. What a hit that was, and now players converge on top of each other. Dungan's going to blow the play dead as the downed rail yard dog, DiCarlo, was on top of the puck. 2:56 to go in the third period. Corey Melkert has the timeout in his back pocket. He and Thomas Clayton looking on. Can cut the tension on the Marksman bench with a knife. Ford centering between Stubbs and Lavallee for the rail yard Dogs. Vance rims it around over Alger, beyond Patterson. This will be Valerian to take it. C.J. Valerian shot it right off the backside of Patterson, up and out of play. That's a deflected puck. So the face-off, I believe, comes outside. It hit off of a Marksman, and that's the discussion here. 2:45 left in the third period. Corey Melkert is someone who will wait and wait to pull the goalie and to call the timeout. So I would imagine we've got at least another 90 seconds before he does. And Ryan Sulkild is going to blow this play dead and force the 223s, Stubbs and Mangone, further back of Adam Natowski. Face-off won by the rail yard Dogs. 2:40 to go in the third period. Up ice, Lavallee. Unable to track it down. Now skates through contact. A swipe taken by Vance. Dropped Lavallee as the Marksmen battle this, not out. Poke back into the body of Jason Lavallee. Lavallee turning with it. His pass to the back door. Shot! Herringer! Lunged across and makes a massive save for the Marksmen. Keeps the hope alive. That would have nearly iced it. 2:15 to go as this puck is forged all the way ahead, but Billy Roche is on it for Roanoke. This will be Andrew Lane handling the puck at the far side boards. Cross-ice pass for Nick Mangone, makes it to him. Mangone bracing for contact from Jared Vroman. Holds it off. This is Shinkarik now. Well into the rush as Shinkarik now banging bodies in front. Keeping an eye on Mike Herringer, who is pinned deep in his goal crease for right now. Dalton Hunter comes together with his man as the Marksmen cannot hold this line. Everybody resets. The touch-up, we're all good. Mangone trying to duck through Vroman. Puts him into the near side corner boards. Dalton Hunter's got to get over. This will be Josh Nenadal to take the puck. Nenadal skates up ice for himself. Nenadal around Shinkarik to the net front. Lifts it over top the net as he drove and got tripped up by Herringer. Marksmen are back out. Glover trying to negotiate his way around Pepe and could not. O'Day onto the puck, a minute 15 to go. Rail Yard Dogs working into their attacking end. Here comes Roanoke. O'Day around Shinkarik again. Forced behind the net. Wrap chance. Herringer with a save. The rebound chipped over top the net. Minute and 5 seconds to go as the Marksmen try to settle the pace. Wandering is Herringer. Here's McNair into attacking ice. He shoots. It's blocked. Herringer to the bench. 6-on-5. Hard hit delivered as Drake Glover trying to dig this puck free. 50 seconds to go. Alger over top the stick of Andrew Lane, who couldn't hold the line. Lane flips it up for Taylor McCloy. Building getting loud again. 38 seconds to go in the game. Dumped in, McNair will go to Chase. This is Austin Rodebush. Clears it to the far boards. Marksmen hold it. Here's a shot. Rodebush makes the save with McNair in front. McNair will be walked away as everyone comes together. 27.9 seconds remaining in this one. Well, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs escape by the skin of their teeth from a hard charge from the Fayetteville Marksmen, or will Fayetteville tie this in dramatic fashion? Timeout, Corey Melkert. We'll put the game on reset for you. We had to wait beyond the halfway point of the game to get any type of scoring. C.J. Valerian opens this up 11-17 into the second period from Ford and Lavallee. And then just 40 seconds later, it's Billy Roche driving the back door on a pass from Garrett Sargis. That made it 2-0. Marksmen collect themselves, and Drake Glover pushes one in off of Austin Rodebush at an awkward angle. That makes it 2-1. Marksmen have been the better team in the third period, but they have not found enough offense to score. They have 8 shots in the frame. It is an empty net for Fayetteville. Bednard, Alger, McNair, McCloy, Lane, and Glover, the 6 out for the Marksmen. Do not expect a change of those. We watch with bated breath. Marksmen need the face-off win. They got it. Alger, one-timer. Rodebush says no. That was the play, and it was run to perfection. And now the face-off goes to the opposite side. So Alger will not take this next one-timer if the Marksman can get it off. He will line up behind Matt McNair, who will tow in for this draw. McNair steers it to Shane Bednard. He's got to go low with the puck. Bednard fumbles it off Glover to the empty net. Scored. That'll ice it. Roshan Jaswal with the 175-foot goal. 3-1 Rail Yard Dogs. So the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs are going to clinch a playoff spot. They are going to win the season series over the Fayetteville Marksmen, as Roshan Jaswal will have the empty netter to ice it. Marksmen win the face-off, practically perfunctory at this point. Snapped in behind Rodebush around the end wall. This is Fries, who shoots in and out of the glove of Rodebush. Fries going to get a rebound chance, rolls it toward the net. 2-1, that'll do it. The Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs will head to the SPHL playoffs. Their 28th win of the season, one shy of tying their single season high. And the Fayetteville Marksmen will head out to the team hotel in Salem and do a little bit of scoreboard watching. The final score, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs 3, the Fayetteville Marksmen 1. And we will be right back after these messages to wrap this one up for you and set it on its feet for tomorrow. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Well, for the Fayetteville Marksmen, this is a game that you are going to try to extrapolate a very important truth. Nothing in the SPHL that is worth having is worth doing the easy way. And the Fayetteville Marksmen run into a very good Roanoke Rail Yard Dog opponent who played their style of hockey in order to get the win tonight, and that is all that she wrote. Let's go ahead and take you to the game recap. It is C.J. Valerian to open the scoring, 11-17 into the second period, assisted by Nick Ford and Jason Lavallee. That would end up catapulting the Rail Yard Dog offense into the extra momentum they needed for a Billy Roche goal, fed to him by Garrett Sargis. Sargis had some really good offensive opportunities throughout the course of the game, but his best play by far is to find Roche driving the back door. Roche beats Herringer for his first SPHL goal. That made it 2-0, and rather rapidly, this game could have gotten ugly. This could have gone sideways in a hurry, and it didn't because Drake Glover's able to find a way to jam the puck beyond Austin Rodebush to make it 2-1. That's where we would stay for the remainder of the second period, all the way into the third. And again, the Fayetteville Marksmen were the better hockey team in the third period. Roanoke looked tired. They were not able to get anything going in the attacking zone. They were a team that was white-knuckling a one-goal lead, and the Fayetteville Marksmen just did not have the offensive firepower to get by a very good defensive unit. and the Marksmen fall by a final count of 3-1. Roshan Jaswal has the empty net goal that is icing on the cake. So where does this leave the Marksmen? Well, the magic number does not change yet. The Quad City Storm have a 1-0 lead on the Peoria Rivermen with a period to go. That's a game that Jean-Guy Trudel really needs to pull his guys together and find a way to win in regulation. It's not all bad for the Marksmen. If Quad City also loses, that would take your magic number down to 9. So here's how it works in the playoff picture now. The Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs will have the tiebreaker over the Fayetteville Marksmen by virtue of the fact that they've won the season series. So the Marksmen now can only take 60 points on the year, 60 out of a possible 112. And you can do the math to see what all that shakes out to from a percentage perspective. That's not the end of the world for the Fayetteville Marksmen. They can still end up finishing above 500. There's a lot there for the taking. But the reason this one hurts is because you at points were most certainly the better team. And once again, it's the lack of offensive production that does in the Fayetteville Marksmen. And it's by virtue of 2 wheels fall off the wagon moments for your defense. And it's been the same movie repeated over and over versus the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs. Make no mistake, the Rail Yard Dogs are not a hockey team that is objectively better than the Marksmen. They're a team that knows what they have. They outwork almost everybody they play, and especially here in front of their home crowd, they're going to find a way to get the job done. And they won the season series in Fayetteville 4-3. They had the season series here in Roanoke at 4-2. They're going to take the season series at minimum 8-6, but they're trying to get back at the Marksmen and get a pretty good number on them and get 9 wins against Fayetteville on the year if they can get the 2 points tomorrow. So, as we talked about last week, the biggest game for Fayetteville is the one that lies ahead as they'll take on the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs here tomorrow. That's a 7:05 p.m. Eastern puck drop, 6:05 Central, 5:05 Mountain, 4:05 Pacific. And we hope that you will join us. Pre-game coverage starts 15 minutes before the game. Delighted to have you with us, as always, on the Marksman Radio Network and Hockey TV. Folks, it's a bitter pill to swallow tonight for the Fayetteville Marksmen, but they're going to get another crack at Roanoke tomorrow, and we'll hope you'll join us for that one. We hope you enjoyed this one as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, I'm Drew Blevins. The final score, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs 3, the Fayetteville Marksmen 1. Hope you'll join us tomorrow. Till then, good night.